guys. There. Welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Oh, I got so much to say. So first, let me say hi to everyone. What's up, members, Patreons? Don't forget, welcome Tracy. Don't forget, and Tracy, I'll never forget you because my ex had the same last name except his had a D on the end. So every time I see you, I think of him. So let me say hi to members, Patreons. Don't forget, you guys want to become members. You want to be part of the cool kids. You join membership, or you can go above and beyond. Become a Patreon. Come chat with us. Have fun with us. And get free movies. Patreon, you sign up at patreon.com/PURPLEXEDQT. And most importantly, if you want to support me the most, you can go to energykandles.com, purchase a candle, which I still have 5 more to make tonight. Or you can get wax melts, you can get mystery boxes. I am putting on small candles for like tester candles that will be like $10 candles. I just got to figure out how to do the shipping, how to separate the shipping. And what else? Trying to think. Oh, you can always PayPal me at twistedxlaw@gmail.com or Laura@perplexedqt.com, or you can cash at me at Intrepid Candles, or you can Venmo me. So there's many ways you can support me. So let me start with the smaller part of this. Thank you, Tina. Tina with the first super sticker. Woo woo. I was, after my computer froze, I happened to like pull up YouTube and I saw Cinema Shogun's title and I cringed. And I've noticed a pattern of liars in the community. I have noticed a pattern of alcoholics. I have noticed a pattern of con men and women. And it seems that as long as you are in this clique, doesn't matter if you beat up your kid, if you're a drunk, if you're a convicted criminal, if you're a liar, as long as you're in their clique, it's all good. And now,
yo, don't hit subscribe. I always try to tell them, they do it every time. I tell them it's a problem, but they acting like it's fine. I'm begging them to stop, but they leave me with a like.
And not that, not that someone's mistakes of their life should be held against them forever. But I guess if you go against the masses of the community, then your one mistake will be held against you forever. And you'll get, you know, a witch hunt against you. But everybody else could make mistakes and it's okay. Or they could blatantly lie and people stand for them. My live tonight is not geared towards other creators. It's geared towards subs. And the reason I say that is subs have to start taking responsibility for feeding the lies. Thank you, Adacor. What happened? On behalf of B Ferguson, a comment about my fucking yep today? What happened? What'd I miss?
Yo, don't hit subscribe. I always try to tell them, they do it every time. I tell them it's a problem, but they acting like it's fine. I'm begging them to stop, but they leave me with a like.
Adacor, what happened? What do you mean you're fucking yap? Oh, you went off on the other one? B Fergs is insane. So I'm gearing this towards subs. And the reason why I'm gearing it towards subs is because subs need to put their foot down. Subs need to stop supporting creators that fucking lie out their ass just to get clicks and views. As a creator, there's nothing we can do. We can't do anything to stop that. As a sub, you can. People need to stop being sheep. You know, Natasha said something tonight that's very true. Everyone can have an opinion. It doesn't make you right. And even if 1,000 people share the same opinion, it doesn't make it right. Because there could be 10,000 that don't share the opinion. But I'm going to show you what I'm talking about the lies, and that the subs need to stop this. So hold on, let me pull it up. I hope I don't freeze again. And anyone that stands by this man, I think is vile. Okay. Oh, he changed it from a few minutes ago. Oh, no, he didn't. All right, this is the one I saw. Okay. He writes, YouTuber exposed for selling pictures of dead kid to weirdos online. Are you fucking kidding me, Cinema? For selling pictures of a dead kid to weirdos online. Then over here he says she was charging people to view photos of a kid who was murdered. Not even close. Not even fucking close. But this one really put me over the edge. Which, she was selling pictures of a dead kid to weirdos online. Could that be any further from the truth? Where do we draw the line? Do we just keep allowing? You know, he's got 92. He actually has the same amount of subs as Avgirl. Or had the same amount of subs as Avgirl. So there are... Natalie, I was going to get to that. Totally agree. But the one who hates true crime seems to be all over true crime. When you have 92,000 subscribers, you have a responsibility. This is why people that I know feel that Zav may owe or may not owe an apology. But shit like this is not acceptable. Making up blatant lies for clicks and views, you are fucking disgusting. And I feel sorry for anybody that supports this. And if you notice, what's interesting about it too, with a title like this, that's the highest amount of views he's had was Avgirl. 13,000, 18,000 with his bullshit fucking titles. Yeah, Zavgirl's his highest views. Yep. Making bullshit titles and fake titles is what pays his rent. And going back, all right, go up to 2 weeks ago. Investigators confiscated voice recordings from imploded Titanic. That's not accurate either. But, oh, actually, no, that didn't get as many views either. All right. So in the last 3 weeks, someone who goes live every day, in the last 3 weeks, Zavgirl is his highest views. And people are saying, okay, we don't agree with it, blah, blah, blah. But don't you understand? This is the part that everybody's missing. He has 92,000 subscribers. He has a responsibility to be honest, because 18,000 people viewed that video. Do you not think there's fake outrage when a creator lies? Do you not think that half of these people are up in arms believing something that didn't happen? Do you not think that some of these people are the same people that contacted News Nation and told them that lie? Do you guys not realize where it snowballs from? Creators with 92,000 subs making up blatant lies for clicks and views. Then you have other idiots that stand behind him. Rah, rah, good job, cinema. Where do we draw the line? Where is the integrity of telling the truth? I know it may not bring you as many views, and it may not get you as many clicks, but can you sleep at night? I mean, I don't get it. I understand that you may enhance something to make it sound better, to get people, you know, keeping your covers the same so everyone know it's you. That's something I learned recently, which is why you see a lot of my covers are the same. But to blatantly lie, that's a problem. And every single person that is subscribed to him should be telling him this, because it's just lies. And you put lies out there, and now you have fake outrage that's fucking with someone's life. Now, we all know that you don't know who is on the internet. I'll pick someone random. Sincerely Katie. I don't know Sincerely Katie. Maybe she's not so sincere. Maybe Katie is Katie, don't hate me for this, but since I've never seen you before, you are the perfect person to pick. Sincerely Katie may be a 60-year-old man who just got out of prison for murdering somebody on YouTube 40 years ago. All right, YouTube wasn't around, but murdering someone 40 years ago. And the littlest thing could trigger them. Or more importantly, what if Sincerely Katie, her mom got attacked by somebody who sold pictures on the internet? You don't know. I mean, I can't really think off the top of my head of a great scenario, but you guys know what I'm saying. When you lie for clicks and views, you're putting your target in danger, because you don't know who's watching. You don't know what someone's going to do, where they come from, who they are. It is the internet. Now, with my people, I'm not going viral. Most likely. It would be nice, but I'm not going viral. I pretty much have the same following with a couple of people new here and there. Lately, I'm losing people. That's okay. But, you know, I'm not getting 18,000 people to watch one video. If I was, I would need to be a little more responsible. If I had 92,000 subs, you have to be a little more responsible. But by lying, you're putting a direct target on Zavgirl based on a false premise. That's not fair. You know, this isn't just shit talking. This went national. This went worldly. This is everywhere. You don't know someone's breaking point. And like we talked about breaking points with creators, but you don't know some psycho's breaking point. You don't know what anyone who's watching you, you don't know what their lives are. You don't know what they've done, who they are, where they come from, what triggers them. You have no idea. And you have 18,000 people watching you. You know, this isn't like you lied about the Titanic or you said something stupid about the Titanic. That's one thing. You're not targeting anybody. But when you're blatantly lying about another creator, that's a problem. And that's something that subs need to tell their favorite creators. Stop clickbaiting and stop lying, because you're putting real people with skin and bones. You're putting real people in fucking danger for your clicks and views. I have seen this time in and time out, but this put me over the edge. It's wrong. It's really wrong. So that I wanted to say. And I'm hoping that subs go to their creators and say something. Now, I don't know if you guys saw my community post. I personally think it's comical, but I don't even understand why someone would say something so stupid. But I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So Spivvy, who we all know hates me for Mia Molly, because Mia Molly blew her off like 5 years ago, 3 years ago. She hates us ever since. She's been on a million panels about it because I laughed at her. It was something like so long ago. I'll tell you how long ago it was. Alicia and Marissa were still best friends. That's how long ago it was. So she says in, I don't know whose chat it was, she said in someone's chat, Laura has been warned by Jimmy, Mr. Beast. Be careful playing this. Jimmy, aka Mr. Beast, has sent her a warning. Let's move on. Then says, it must be Jones's, because it was Jones's mom or whatever. Fur baby, in case you need to know, Mr. Beast is my neighbor, 100%. Now what? Windsor neighbor. Okay, Mr. Beast, I didn't get a warning from you, but anytime you want to show up at my door, please come by. I would be happy to make you a candle. Fuck, I'll even take you out to dinner. So, yeah. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Like, I cannot even comprehend that she is this fucking dumb to say, Mr. Beast gave me a warning. I would bet my entire life savings from now until I die that Mr. Beast has no fucking clue who I am. No clue. Doesn't even care to know who I am. Doesn't want to know who I am. And certainly never sent me a fucking warning. This kind of shit has to stop. Like, this is so ridiculous. It's laughable. Absolutely fucking laughable. Oh, Mr. Beast is a YouTuber who is ranked like one of the top 5 YouTubers out there. I think he makes like $25 million a year just on YouTube alone. I mean, he's a good guy. He happens to be a really good guy. And now he opened up, he's got candy bars, he's got drinks, he opened up a hamburger place. He's like 26 years old. He started out by giving money to people, and it just escalated. But the interesting thing is, like, he's not an asshole. Like, anyone that knows him or has ever, like, talked about him, he's a really down-to-earth good guy who's just hangs out with his friends and does kind of like a Jackass, but with money. Jackass, the TV show. But he's just funny, and he happens to be a good role model for young kids. Like, he's just an all-around good guy. He would never threaten anybody. That's first of all. It's not his thing. And shit like this is just, it's absolutely ridiculous. Like, why would you even say that? Why would you even say something so fucking dumb? But okay, because I guess you think they'll believe you. Second thing I want to address. I just thought that was kind of comical. Second thing I want to address, which, again, goes back to the subs. Yeah, he's going to come for me. I think he's like 25 or 28. He's young, and he's rich. Okay. I'll show you his channel after. So please tell me how this is not exploiting a child. That's what I want to know. To me, this isn't more obvious. This is exploiting a child after everything that gone on. Why is he in your page? Why is he cartoonized? This is ridiculous. Oh, she got upset with Mallory too? This is absolutely ridiculous. This is exploitation. Where's Toasty? Where's the Glarer? Where's Chasing Truth? You don't do this. Day after day after day for a case that's closed. This, people, is for clicks and views. How do subs not see this? That's what I don't get. How do they not see that this is for clicks and views? I don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't understand how you can say one thing. That was Queen Bee's title today. That was Queen Bee's cover. Day after day after day, it's the same exploitation. But yet, everybody else is wrong. I don't get it. Why are they tagging this child? The child is gone. There's no need to tag him. Everybody right now knows who Zavgirl is and Natasha Cooper. Tag them. She's the only channel that I've seen that continually does this. And doesn't matter. Nobody cares. Subs don't care. I don't get it. You know, and if you want to have your channel like this, that's fine. But stop bashing other people. Yes, Janie. Like Queen hashtagging Gannon's name in all her drama gossip streams. That's what I'm saying. She does it over and over and over. I don't get it. I don't understand how subs are okay with this. Subs, Queen Bees, subs need to take a stand and stop looking the other way for your friends. Stop looking the other way because you like someone. That's not a community. That's not how we're going to grow. That's not going to solve any crimes or get anywhere. That's not what this community is. It's not what this community has ever been. Stop looking the other way. You know, then I have this Forgotten Whispers who's been going like live about me, I guess, like every day for the last couple of days. I don't even know who this bitch is. Believe me, there's much better things to talk about on the internet than me. I promise you. There's 300,000 uploads every minute. I'm sure you can find someone a lot more interesting than me. Just saying. Savage called her out on it. Yeah, I don't know why she deleted the live. The next day when she got backlash, so disappointed everyone back in. That's what I'm saying, Jeannie. I've been saying that too. I don't get it. What did Duty Ron say? I can't wait to hear this one. What did Duty Ron say? I'm interested to hear what Duty Ron had to say. You know, Duty Ron's the same one that was on, you know, was supposed to be a professional, listening to a call and was like, hey, why don't you guys sub up now? Right in a court case. So, yeah. No. Yeah, she'll use it for a week. But at the same time, can you blame her? Subs are eating it up. Subs are buying it. I don't, you know, that's the thing. I don't blame QB for, you know, continuing to do what works. I don't fault her for that at all. But that's why I said I'm addressing the subs. I can't either, Amanda. That's why I'm saying I'm addressing the subs. Because, oh, we read an article, blames her for everything. Nice. Nice. Hold on. No shit, Red? I can't stand Duty Ron. But that's personal opinion. Doesn't mean I'm right. So, you know, what I find interesting, though, is anyone spoke to Zav about it? No. I mean, not privately. I'm talking like publicly. Has Duty Ron reached out to her? Maybe talked to her? I know, right, Denise? Maybe talk to her about it, Duty Ron, instead of running with everyone else. Running with News Nation, that couldn't be more wrong if he tried. So, another thing I found interesting, you know, Natasha Cooper made a statement, and she's right. They reached out to Zav Girl. How come they didn't reach out to me? Well, because she's not big enough. She wouldn't have given them enough views. They don't know her history. But Zav Girl has 91,000 subscribers. So she's someone that they're going to reach out to. She's someone that's going to bring them views. Natasha, with just 2,000 subscribers, doesn't mean anything to them. They're not going to bring her views. They're not going to, it's just not going to mean anything. Or they didn't like the way she looked or something. But if Natasha and Zav Girl were doing the same thing, she's right. You're bashing her in articles, why not contact her? If you couldn't get a hold of Zav Girl, why not contact Natasha? She wasn't big enough. Or they didn't like the way she looked to be on camera. It's sick. But Brian Etten, you just proved how ridiculous and how hypocritical you are, which is why I see that you fall right into the same fucking category as all the drama hoes that contacted you to begin with. Wake up. It's just weird. NC is also banned from the platform. No, she's not. I was watching her before. People on wetsuits tearing apart Zav Girl's past site. So sad they're talking about her life. She was doxxed on Twitter. East Coast Beauty, 150%. Now she has 89,000. Okay. It could have got a lot worse, Jeanette. She'll bounce back. But the thing is, are they really unsubscribing because they believe she did something wrong, or are they unsubscribing because they're sheep? Okay, that's another thing. Someone told me that Cinema Shogun bashed her thinking she was a lesbian, or that she is a lesbian. I don't know what her sex is. I don't really care either way. But someone told me that Cinema Shogun bashed her or said something about her being a lesbian. I was like, whoa. But I don't know the whole thing. I think the goal is to take Zav's subscribers. Shelly, I agree with you 150%. No, I'm not, House. I'm being one of two people that have the balls to stick up for Zav Girl. Not stick up for what she did, but stick up for somebody that is getting a fucking witch hunt towards them, and nobody has enough balls to stand up except me and the truth. And the truth, I mean, she's a creator. Other than that, nobody wants to stand up to their leader. I've seen some big people that I thought were badasses back down from her. Why? Well, there's only one reason. It's not because they're scared that she's going to jump through their computer screen. It's simple. They're afraid they're going to lose subs. Everyone, so it goes back to, is this really about what's right? Or is this truly about subs and views? Because it seems to me it's about subs and views. And people don't want to stand up to certain people, the real tragedy pimps, who exploit children because of clicks and subscribers. I can't help you there. But it seems that this whole fucking community is all about bowing down to those who are their subscribers. Wake up, people. And if subs would show more and I'm not talking money. If subs would show more appreciation to their creators and let them know, look, I'm not going to leave you if you stand up for what's right, maybe they will not be such fucking ass kissers. But do you really want subs like that anyway? I don't. I don't want sheep. I tell people that all the time. My name gets dragged through the mud every fucking day because people don't listen. People just don't fucking listen. I'll end a live where I have said like 36,000 times that I don't stand by, that I gave an opinion, but I don't stand by running to see the pictures. I don't care how the pictures came to you. You fucking don't see it. You don't look at it. If you're so not interested and you're so against it, then don't fucking look at it. I didn't. But that don't matter, because if you're in this clique, it's okay. If you're in this clique, it doesn't matter if you beat up your own kid. It doesn't matter if you fucking sit there guzzling down alcohol all night and be drunk and a narcissist and look like a fucking moron. You'll have 1,000 people in your life. The fuck, subs? Come on, wake up. It's crazy. I was the only one speaking about the hypocrisy and the hate campaign she is coming after. It is sick. Thank you, Shelley. I support Zav as a creator. No opinion on the Ganon stuff. Good way to put it. But Tinker, I said this earlier. I'm going to say it again. You may have missed my other live. The family's attorney, especially the family's attorney, the courts should have sealed it. The courts didn't think that, or the ME or whoever, I don't know, whoever sent them out. The police, the sheriffs, the courts, the lawyers, the family. Then again, I don't think it's something the family would even think of. But why weren't they sealed to begin with? You can't blame a creator who asks for an FOIA request and gets the whole kit and caboodle. That's not her fault. And this witch hunt is like because it's her fault. But again, 3/4 of the people in this witch hunt were the first ones sharing and looking at the pictures. But they failed to mention that. They failed to see that. And all these people run with it. And I don't know why. I really don't. It didn't matter to have Quentin Simons destroyed breaking grandma on a creator's live stream. Nope, not a word. Exactly. Every single family that she contacts. Every single one of them. And these idiot fucking subscribers are like, oh yeah, well, they contact her. No, they don't. I even heard this fucking moron creator say that today. One ton. She's like, well, she has a big following, and, it's probably that she would contact them. Okay, not for nothing. I would watch the stream for a couple of minutes and see what it's about. Thank you, Tracy. And see what it's about. And I don't think that anyone contacted her. Let me rephrase that. I'll take that back. Let me rephrase that. Quentin Simons' grandmother, I can see contacting her. A woman in Colorado who brutally lost her child is going to take a long time to get over it. If she found QB, and I say a big if she found QB, she found her because of the exploitation in the title. That's why. Not because QB is such a reputable creator, but it's because she always puts her in a title. And it's vile. A.F. Pennington, we learned, also lied. And Queen Bee lied for A.F. Pennington. Because A.F. Pennington said that the grandmother contacted her. Lo and behold, we find out that was a post on Facebook. Grandma never contacted her. Forgotten Whispers, why don't you call that out? Why don't you call out your people that lie? Why don't you call out all your buddies that lie just to get clicks and views? Oh, the grandmother reached out to me. Oh, the grandmother. Sure she did. And lo and behold, when you do a little research, you find out nobody reached out to you. You stole that from a Facebook post and try to pass it off to be cool so you'll get views. From what I heard of you, it's not the first time you've done this. I don't know. I don't get it. I know she contacted Landon. They contact everybody. Always the hashtag. I agree. So, I agree, DJ. I agree, Adrian, and it's not something I ever want to know, but you're right. You don't get over a child. You just don't. So, exactly. If you want autopsy pics of minors sealed in your state, take it up with your lawmakers. Now, they are bullies. They're all part of this one clique. Because if you look at the history, okay, I'm sorry, but the Glera has a fucked up past offline and online. So you can't just say, I'm not picking on him for what he did outside of YouTube. But I've seen them go after people for a hell of a lot less. Hell of a lot less. And why am I the only one that thinks it's fucking weird as fuck that some dude who flexes his arms in every live with a I'm so cool neon sign behind him is in women's fucking drama every goddamn day? Am I the only one that finds this odd and gets drunk to do it? Am I alone in this? But these people kiss his ass like he's all high and mighty. He's a fucking alcoholic drunk. He can't even do a live sober. But yeah, let's worship the Glera. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? Really? I don't get it. I just don't get it. I agree, East Coast. He's fucking gross. Nope. The house, you're 100% wrong. 100% wrong. You don't bitch about somebody. You don't, oh yeah, big time coffee. You don't bitch about somebody exploiting a child when you are exploiting a child. When you don't, if you can't grasp that, you don't need to be here. You should go over there. Because that's where you belong. De Glera admitted to abusing his son. Who puts their hands on a mentally disabled child? I agree with you. But again, I don't want to talk too much about off YouTube stuff. I just want to focus on his on YouTube stuff. And Baby Gap. And I'm not even I don't even want to get into this whole thing about it. But going on the whole sub thing, ask yourself, why do I support a drunk? Maybe because I'm a drunk. Maybe because that's who I feel is the best that I could relate to. I don't want to relate to someone that's sober. I'd rather relate to someone who's wasted all the time. I don't know. I know all these women are obsessed with him. He's fucking crazy. I know. I spoke to her. And someone told me that she had, what was it? Oh, someone had told me that she was in Baby Gap. So I was like, please do not go into baby gaps. I was like, that they're not doing it to help. I was like, they have all this fake outrage. But she said that was a couple of days ago. I said, oh, okay. I thought it was like yesterday. His views are mostly lonely housewives. I agree. Totally agree. But me too, Denise. I don't get it. But I do want to tell you guys this. And I know this is not going to bring me many fans. But you need to hear this. Natasha Cooper went live. And I didn't hear all of it. I heard some of it. I commend her for standing strong with her convictions. I absolutely fucking commend her for it. The difference between her and Zav Girl has a lot more to lose than Natasha Cooper does. So when I said that, Zav Girl should give an apology, she has much more to lose. Much more. And I don't want to see her, lose more. Where Natasha could just start another channel tomorrow, have her same 2,000 people, done, bing, bam, boom. So I do believe that that's why she's staying strong in her convictions. But I think Zav Girl and a lot of people need to hear what Natasha said, because a lot of it is correct. Seriously, she's okay, Angela. She's a little stunned, but she's okay. I know, Gigi. But the things that Natasha said, I agreed with 100%. Until she got to the Zav Girl part where I'm so different than Zav Girl. Well, no, because you stole Zav Girl's links. You didn't pay for an FOIA request. But neither one of them were selling anything. And Natasha had the same point that I had. And she even went a step further. YouTube Premium. You got to pay for YouTube Premium. So why does YouTube put shows behind a paywall that you can't watch unless you have YouTube Premium? That was one I didn't think of yesterday. She's right. So all these people are bitching about YouTube. Well, YouTube has a service that you have to pay for, and there are shows that are exclusive to there. You can't download on YouTube unless you pay for it, unless you have premium, is the only way that you can download. So what makes that any different than Patreon? And she's right. I added the other part, but she's right. But I want you guys to hear it. She says some interesting stuff. And it's pretty good. Hold on. You pay premium. See, I don't even pay premium. But in order to get no commercials, you pay premium. He's kind of handsome if you're into guys that don't work. If you're into guys that are narcissists, alcoholics, no, I don't find anything attractive about the Glera. Sorry, I just don't. See, I had this all queued up until my freaking computer froze 5 times. You can't download without premium. Maybe on a cell phone. No, I don't even think on a cell phone. It's after this.
So, you are a very rare breed. My mother was told that I was selling photos of dead babies and asked what she thought about raising a child who would do that.
Why are people contacting families? This falls on the subs. This falls back on the subs. Why are subs contacting people's families? But keep putting fake titles like Cinema over there with his fake titles, and now you have targets in real life.
My 16-year-old daughter, whose birthday was Sunday, people went on there and left comments on her birthday post saying they were going to make me go viral for selling photos of dead babies.
Again, who do we have to thank for this? We have to thank News Nation. We have to thank Detroit News. We have Cinema Shogun. We have Queen Bee. We have a lot of people, a lot of creators, and 10,000 subs. 10,000 fucking subs that ran with this lie.
Happy birthday. But to some of you, all of that's probably acceptable.
Now, let me also say, I don't care if you like Natasha Cooper or you don't like Natasha Cooper or you can't stand Natasha Cooper. Krug's wifey, I felt the same way too. Before I heard this, I was like, you know what? She probably loves this attention. So I'll agree with you there. However, I want you guys to be mature, and I want you to take out any feelings you have towards her and just listen to the words coming out of her mouth. Forget it's even her saying it. Laura, she stole it from fucking Zav Girl. So, yeah, it's okay to contact families according to QB. Exactly. So, point being, just forget it's Natasha. I know if I had a voice changer, I would use it. But take all hatred out and just listen to the things she's saying. Not so much in this part, later on.
And super chats and super stickers. My channel's not monetized. Left comments on her birthday post saying they were going to make me go viral for selling photos of dead babies. Happy birthday. But to some of you, all of that's probably acceptable. Do you see me collecting Cash App, PayPal, super chats, super stickers? No, because my channel's not monetized. How many of those people who have been discussing this for the past 2 days, and I mean anybody and everybody who has jumped in to have a discussion about it, how many of them have gotten super chats and super stickers? Cash Apps, PayPals? How many? And no, Christina, I'm not selling photos if it's behind a paywall. And you're a dumbass if that is your mentality. And anybody who takes offense to that, I don't care. I have had my Patreon for a long time. 77 people watched that live. 77. All but 6 of the people who were members at that time had already been members. Now, of course, a lot of them have joined since then.
Oh, yes, she has, crazy mama. But nobody cares.
Since my name has been put out there, people demanding a link to the autopsy photos. And if you don't understand how Patreon works, maybe you should educate yourself before you come in and make ignorant statements. Patreon is a paid service.
Coffee? Absolutely not. I've been screaming it from the rooftops all day. Yesterday and the day before that. Screaming it from the fucking rooftop.
I have had multiple emails asking me to buy photos. I've had text messages asking me to buy photos. I don't sell pictures. I did 2 lives that were a true crime discussion about the crime scene and the wounds. That's not selling photographs. And if you had any sense of what true crime is about, you would know that. It's no different than you going to the ID network and watching them talk about a murder case. And you know what? It wouldn't matter where I put it, because some people just want something to bitch about. Thank you, Samantha. Some people just want something to get on social media and pitch a fit about.
She's right.
No matter what it was. And a lot of them who are now in every chat that's talking about it are people who didn't like me to begin with. And I don't care if you like me or not. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to do true crime. I'm here to talk about cases and bring awareness to those cases. Like the missing children series that I do. All of you who are here right now, you should go check that out. Because there are hundreds of missing children in every state. When I did the lives, before I got started, I told everybody that was there. Some of these are graphic photos. They show wounds. And before every picture, I would remind them that if they have a queasy stomach, if they, have a weak stomach, this might not be for them. I have done missing children in all 50 states. And I'm still doing it. I'm doing it again. Because they need.
Crazy Mama, not to interrupt this. Yeah, no. It wasn't released from Florida, right? It was released from Colorado. Sorry, someone texted me something. She said tonight, Crazy Mama, I heard a clip. I don't know the before and after, but she said she got a retainer, she got an attorney, and keeps sending money so she can countersue. What is she countersuing for? There is no countersue. Betty doesn't even fucking talk about her. But okay, you keep misleading people.
People to know that they're missing. It's no different than the same thing that I did for Gannon. And anybody.
4T, I've said that for the last 3 days. I said that earlier too. It was like the premise of my live earlier was that this is gonna screw up everybody. And it's sad. It was Colorado. That's what I thought. No Florida. That's exactly what I thought. But I guess according to the segment that was played on News Nation, they're saying Florida. No. Is Brian Enton does he got Alzheimer's or something? Can he not do fucking research? He was found in Florida. That's where but the FOIA request went through Colorado, not through Florida.
Who thinks that I disrespected Gannon by doing these discussions, that is your opinion. And you're entitled to it. But that does not mean that you're right. Having an opinion doesn't make you correct, and having an opinion doesn't make it a fact. One of my friends today, and I'm not going to call him out, but he knows who he is. I thanked him for knowing. He didn't even doubt that I would never do something like this. And I told him today, I said, I'm strong because I am a strong person. And I have endured, God only knows how much harassment. But this has literally been a nightmare. No, you couldn't have done it without the photos. You don't understand. And you're not going to understand unless you see those photos, how bad it really was. And I would like just 5 minutes with Letitia to do the exact same thing to her every day of her life. Because I can see how some people would take that I was just going to sell them and not do a discussion about them. For that, I am sorry. And I definitely regret writing it that way. And I wish that I had written it differently. But that is the only thing that I am sorry for. I'm not sorry that I did the lives. I'm not. Because there was not one thing disrespectful that I did. That is what I do. True crime discussion. That is what I've always done. And I'm not going to apologize for something that I don't think was wrong. Because I don't. My friend today told me when I was talking about, this was a nightmare. And, he said, you know how people run with things and you know how people just believe whatever they're told without finding out the truth.
Coffee, I said the same thing. I can't believe I'm totally agreeing with her. But Kathy, it was the whole file. So Shelley said Zav did not submit an FOIA request. It was a public case file she requested through El Paso County Court. All legal. Oh, I agree, it's all legal.
And then he said, God knows the truth.
No, they're not edited. You can find anyone. Not anyone, but those that are available.
God knows the truth. And he's right. And that's my only judge and juror. God knows my heart. And so do the people who watch me regularly. And I have had so many people say, I don't understand how you sleep at night. I sleep fine. I sleep just fine. Because I know what my motivations were. I know what my reasons were. And there was not one disrespectful notion in any of it. And I say this again to Fox 31, Brian Enton, any other news agency who wants the links to the lives that I did discussing these wounds. I'm happy to provide them so that you can see just exactly how wrong you were about what I did. I'm not Zav Girl. I did not do what Zav Girl did. We are two completely separate people.
And that's why I turned it off. Because you're right. You didn't do what Zav Girl did. Zav Girl actually made a video. Did everything the right way. So, yeah. But I wanted you guys to see, she makes no apologies. I respect her convictions. I really do. So, please tell me Manimal's not running with this lies too, Peyton. Because I did see his title and I cringed. He's about to open up the phone lines in the panel. Hold on. His title says, YouTuber sells Gannon's autopsy photos for profit. That is a blatant lie.
If you're selling an 11-year-old boy's decomposing body, and that's,
I'll tell you this. I think somebody else needs to call in that knows the facts more than I do. I'm just giving.
I don't know. Yeah, no one. People are saying that she's.
I'm gonna hang up.
Some people are saying that it was for memberships and stuff like that. She didn't say that in her letter I just read. There was nothing about.
I think somebody that I don't follow her like that. I like her, and I don't even know her that much.
Do you watch her?
I've seen her. I've watched her a couple times, but I haven't watched her in a while. I really don't know her too well. But I think somebody that was there knows her well and all that should call in and
Yeah,
give a
you're right.
equal side of the picture.
Exactly, you're right. Anybody? So, all right, M Theory. Thanks for calling in,
All right,
and I appreciate being the first caller.
all right, buddy.
All right, later. So, does anybody have any information that's real? Anybody here wants to call in 646-580-5411, please? And if you have information that we can use regarding this situation, I would like to hear from you. Share your thoughts on the situation. What happened? Why did she buy these allegedly $400 to show? Manimal reaction.
Peyton, go over and tell him I can't call in. I'm live. Tell him drop a link. If he drops a link, I'll go over, but I can't call in because I'm live. But I like dual stream it. I just need a link. Hey, Bible Kitty. Whoop.
Getting decomposing, dying.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Besides maybe just to follow the case. But I do remember her saying,
but did you have to pay?
I didn't pay on Patreon.
And you saw the pictures?
I didn't see that. I won't pay.
Oh, so you didn't see the pictures. Okay.
But I was on the live the day that she said she was going to do it. Yeah. So no, I haven't seen. I don't want to see him.
Mm-hmm. But all right, so you're not sure what you're not sure if she was charging people. Then.
I agree, Rock Jam.
Well, I know that she was charging. I mean, I know from 500 different people. I could pay right now and check.
Yeah, well, it's probably gone now. So
yeah, probably.
After all this,
but
so.
I know she's a nice person, and I think it was something that was like maybe not thought out completely.
Yeah.
But it's also very immoral, and if it was my child or your child, I mean, I would be livid. I would be so mad. I would do anything I could do to sue the person.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I need to know facts. I want to know the facts of what, because I don't know.
Yeah.
Some people are saying that she was for memberships, And,
yeah, it was for a Patreon membership. You could see the pictures. She didn't, I don't know. She said she wanted to put them up on YouTube and couldn't because YouTube would take them down. So she was going to put them on Patreon, and people could go to Patreon to view them. That's all I know. I don't know if they were ever actually put up.
Yeah, well, Patreon usually you got to be a member. You got to pay for.
Yeah.
You got to pay to be a Patreon member to see certain things on Patreon. You can't see it without being a member. So,
and I didn't want to.
Yeah, so if she's charging people to view them on,
oh my God,
for the pictures, but charging just to become a member to see the pictures, that's
still charging.
It's still kind of wrong. It's still charging. Yeah. All right.
All right.
All right. Thanks, Jess. I appreciate it.
Bye.
Take care. I'll see you later. All right. I don't know.
Drop a link.
I don't know.
I can't call in. You guys will get echoes.
Perplex goes up, I'm going up. So what? Perplex has information that are facts or not facts? Patreon bander? Get out of here. Are you kidding? Somebody said that Patreon bander. Is that true? Where is that? 1220. Patreon bander? Drop the link. Mario Navarrete says Patreon bander. Is that true? PurpleXedQT would like a panel link. All right. I'll give it to her. And she has an opinion. Oh, is it an opinion or is it facts? I don't want opinions. It has to be facts, Perplex cutie. You have facts, Perplex, or opinion?
Can I smack the fuck out of him, like, for real?
I have facts. All right, so here's your. All right, so here's a link. Let's see if your facts are facts, because I don't want bullshit. And I'll give it to Dr. Eve too if you want to come out. Everybody, I'm not letting everybody on the panel, so I'll let Dr. Eve on the panel and Perplex Cutie to see what they got to say, because I could do that. So there's the link. Go get on. No, I'm not. Maybe I'll do it later on. I'm in the middle of something right now, Serge. We're discussing something. Hold on, bro. I mean, you don't know when I don't. Perplex Cutie, what's going on? And Dr. Eve got two amazing females here. Patreon Bander. I wonder if that's true. Oh, you're live now too? Oh, okay, no worries. How you doing, Dr. Eve?
Hello.
How are you? So seriously, let's be honest now.
I'm good.
3 days has been going on? All right, so what's the truth?
It's actually more than 3 days, but go ahead.
More than 3 days has been going on and no one told me? Jesus Christ. Wow.
No, I'm actually just waiting to hear your facts first.
Yeah, I want to hear your facts too. Yeah. Okay. No, we all have. All right. Okay. All right. All right. I don't care about the time. I really don't. It doesn't matter. No, it doesn't. If you're charging people to look at fucking photos of an 11-year-old boy dead, it's not right. But go ahead, keep going.
You're not listening. She's not charging to be in Patreon. She's not charging for photos in Patreon. She created a video that she put in Patreon that has pictures.
Okay.
But it's just like a TV station charges to watch them. News Nation charges you to watch them. I can't watch Banfield without paying for it.
You know what we're talking about right now. We're talking about an 11-year-old boy, deep pictures of him. I'm not talking about the autopsy. You can charge whatever video you're making, but if it involves an 11-year-old boy who's decomposing, it was disgusting. I saw it in a trial. I literally watched the trial, and they accidentally showed it, and I kind of got grossed out, and I made the screen smaller because I couldn't. It was really gross.
Okay, but that's you.
That's because I respect the dead of an 11-year-old. If you can't do that, then there's something wrong with these people.
Okay, but that's your morals. Your morals aren't everybody else's morals.
I guess they don't have morals.
Maybe they don't. I didn't see the pictures. I have no desire to see them. But my morals aren't somebody else's morals. And I can't say that somebody else's morals are right or wrong. Everyone's individual. She didn't do anything illegal.
It's an opinion now, so where's the facts?
That's an opinion, though. Everything you said is an opinion.
These are facts.
She made the video. That's a fact.
She made a video that went into Patreon.
Your moral, subjective moral, that's an opinion. So what are the facts?
Okay, I didn't come here to talk to you, Eve. So either say what you got to say or carry on.
I said I was waiting for the facts.
Okay, but I didn't come up here to talk to you. I didn't know that you were Manimal's sidekick, where you need to approve me first. So either say what you gotta say to me or go on.
She's here to speak her own mind. She can speak her own mind.
And I'm telling her, then say it. Then speak her own mind.
Speak her own mind.
Then speak her own mind.
She is.
I'm waiting for the facts. I'm here to hear your facts, and I'm gonna state if it's opposite of what I understand as facts, and I'm gonna correct it. But I'm here to hear your facts. I haven't heard facts that we don't already know yet.
I'm not here for you though. I didn't come up to debate with you or to talk to you.
All right. I want to hear facts too, though.
What facts do you want? You're being lied to. She didn't put any pictures behind a paywall.
She's charging it, but she's charging people to see these pictures.
She's charging for the entire thing, not pictures.
Yeah, but there are also pictures of him dead on that video.
But she's not charging for that.
Well, I know, but Patreon. You got to pay for the Patreon.
And what makes that different than any other fucking Patreon?
Well, other Patreons you're getting something else. You're not. Well, you're getting a service, or you're getting a file, or you're getting something in return. I guess in the Patreon.
Okay, so
that's what you get. You pay for something you get in return. But to have photos, to entice it with photos of some little boy naked, whatever he is, naked and dead and decomposing. That's kind of like that's disgusting.
But Manimal, that's your opinion. True crime is not pretty.
Exactly. That's my opinion. But if you're making money off of that, why do you have to pay? Why do you have to pay charge for that?
It's
and and the mom. What about the parents? What is she? I mean, think about this. People need to think about what people are doing. This is someone's child. Don't people care about anything?
Okay, but she wasn't doing it as a way to exploit Gannon.
I know, but you are. She is.
And she made a mistake.
He's being exploited as a poor kid.
And she made a mistake. But she did not do it with malice. She didn't do it with any ill intent. She didn't do it with any. She was just studying a case, and the autopsy and the stuff that was in court it's all she has. It's not like she got some like crazy, hey, I'm gonna sell this for $20 a piece.
Well, maybe she was like that. You don't know about that. You don't know exactly what your thought was in her head.
I know it's that girl.
She could have easily, maybe, but she could have blurred him out. She could have done that. Blurred him out.
And her response to that is, we're all adults.
Oh, God, give me a break.
And it's your choice if you want to see it or not.
Trust me. All right, well, if it was my child and I had this girl posting a video on Patreon selling it, I would be at her fucking front door, and she would trust me. It would be a problem if she's fucking showing pictures of my kid decomposing and making money off of it. Trust me. She's lucky it's not my kid. I'm telling you right now.
So what about
I don't fuck with that bitch. I would fucking be pissed right now. I am right now. I would be at her front door.
What about all the other creators who shared the link that are making money on it? The moral police, the righteous ones.
Those idiots are just as bad as her.
Thank you.
Because I literally I was watching the trial, and the picture showed up accidentally on the screen, on the computer screen that was on the side. And I was like, holy shit, that's his body. It was like it was like messed up. It wasn't even that clear, but she probably has clearer pictures, whatever. That's even like real, like, wow.
By the way, she did blur it out. Someone in my chat just said she did blur stuff out.
She did blur it out?
Yeah.
But all of it? I mean...
That's what people in chat... I didn't see it, but that's what people in chat are saying.
I mean, all right. Well, then that would have been a better idea. To have them there, but then blur them out.
She did blur it out.
Well, now we're hearing that. I mean, then Brian Enton would have said something like that.
Brian Enton did zero fucking research. Zero.
And someone should have sent him the damn video and say, hey, look at this. Then he could have made a decision of if it's right or wrong.
He got thousands of drama people contacting him.
In my opinion, if she blurred it out,
she did.
Then it should be okay. But if it's not blurred out,
So question. So even if it's blurred out and people are making comments like his pee-pee looks like a marshmallow, and people are
how is that her fault?
It's not blurred out then.
And people are saying that she's zooming in on Maggie.
Oh my god, that's fucked up.
I mean,
that marshmallow.
I'm not gonna watch it. But there's not just one channel covering this. This is national. This has gone to Europe.
Do you know why this is national?
That's a drama channel.
This is drama, people.
People are going to have different opinions, but the majority is not aligning with Perplexed or Zav or any of the other few people that defend this horrendous act.
Hold on. I don't defend the act. I defend this fucking witch hunt. That's what I defend.
I don't know about a witch hunt. But
now, this is a witch hunt.
Why do you call it a witch hunt?
10 to Life has autopsy pictures in a Patreon. Why didn't anyone ever say anything? Why is it no big deal when it's 10 to Life?
She has pictures of what? I'm sorry?
A lot of people have said that she has pictures, autopsy pictures, kids, adults, everything in her Patreon. Nobody says a fucking word.
Well, maybe people should. You know?
I don't know. I watched 10 to Life's channel. I'm not part of her Patreon. I didn't know that, but if I knew that she was posting posting bodies,
and
I would totally unsubscribe. Yeah.
And they're private and people making fun of it.
Even if it's blurred, if you can see his naked body and maggots on his body, he's a child. This is a closed case. That's a fact. It's a closed case. She's not a scientist. Her bachelor's is in a soft science. It's not a researcher. She has a BA in psychology. What does that have to do with a decomposing body?
She has a what? A what?
She has a BA in psychology.
Oh, she does?
Yeah.
Yeah. It has nothing to do with a decomposing body. And it's considered... I have a doctorate in psychology, and I'm not trying to zoom in on some maggots for the purpose of science. Scientists have come out and said what they feel about what she did, and they're not aligned with her on the whole format of saying it's for science. There's nothing scientific about what she did.
I am not defending what she
Lab
did.
wants to come up on the panel. You can come on, Lab. If you got the link.
What I am defending is, again, this witch hunt. If you it's a witch hunt.
I don't think it's a witch hunt. I think people
How is going wrong a witch hunt? How is that a witch hunt? We're just saying it's wrong.
Yeah, we're saying it's wrong. There's no witch hunt here. If she has photos of him naked and people are making fun of his penis and saying it's a marshmallow, like she just said, and stuff like that, therefore that means you can see. It's not blurred out.
So let's go with this. Okay, so it's wrong. Okay, so it's wrong. She's already apologized, but that wasn't good enough. Now her family's getting threatened. Her life's getting threatened. People are lying about her. Of course it's not right, but that's what happens with the witch hunt. That's what happens with a witch hunt.
You know who matters the most is the mom and the father and what they think of that apology. They've said what they think about that apology. It'd be nice to read about.
Yeah, where's that video? I want to see that video.
I emailed you the dad's response.
Oh, you do?
I'm still looking for the mom's because I can't find a clear picture of it. But the dad responded, and to me, that should matter.
It should matter. I'm going to see this response he has. Let me see. Hold on. I'm trying to download it, but it's making me wait for it for some reason.
My point being that I was going to say, it's done and over. How long are people going to go on the witch hunt and threaten her family?
Well, it started today. I just heard about it today, so I don't know if it's over.
This is
not really over. It just started.
You know when it's going to be over, Perplex? It's going to be over, and this is the only good thing to come out of this thing. And I'm going to be behind it 100%. When Gannon's Law becomes a law to protect children, at the very least, to protect children from being desecrated the way that this has happened. And I had love, still have love for Zav, and I actually try to reach out to her. I like her. I think she did a lot of good work, but she was wrong on this.
But what would you like her to do? An apology. Do you want her to just keep this going? This witch hunt. You can't change what's been done. It's done already. So what do you want from her? Like, that's what I mean.
I personally don't want anything from her. I just don't. I'm just going to call wrong. I'm not going to sit here and have people try to spin it.
Okay, you called her wrong. Now what? Now what?
That's it. Then do something to change that. So, like I said, Gannon's Law.
Okay, so when do we stop the witch hunt on Zav Girl?
What? Say that again?
When do we stop the witch hunt on Zav Girl?
This is what happens when something happens to start an avalanche. We gotta wait till it stops.
Yeah, you gotta wait.
This is now in Europe.
Well, yeah. It just hit the news today. Really, I just heard about it today.
It's been on the news, Madam. You just the chat has just been protecting you, this has been going. I mean, it's sad, Perplex. I am sad for her. I tried to stop this early on. I tried to reach out and say, please, like, go on, say, take it down, say sorry, because I didn't want to see this happen to her. This is sad for what's happening to her too, but it's wrong. And now, how long this is going to go on till the avalanche stops rolling? That's when it's going to be over.
All right, so Lola, let me say something first. I got the statement from the father says, there are those that have found a way to further the evils committed against Gannon, but goodness and love will prevail. For every hint of evil concocted, a preponderance of kindness outshines the darkness of those that would deepen our pain. And that's what he's saying about their Patreons to view autopsy, charging YouTubers allegedly charging their patrons to view autopsy photos. That's what the father says about that. And it's painful for him. The Lab, how you doing, Lab? What's going on? Welcome to the panel. How are you?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Pretty good. Your voice is a little low, but you got a connection problem, I think. There you go.
Is that better?
Yeah, much better.
You can hear me better? Okay.
Yeah, you sound great.
Beautiful.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. You have a little 2 cents to put in on this?
I do. I do have a. I do.
Do you know that girl personally, or do you know her like on YouTube?
I don't know her personally. I've been on her show once.
Okay, all right.
And I've had some. Yeah, I've been on her show one time.
Do you know PurpleXedQT?
I think I've been on a panel with Perplex before.
Hello.
Okay. And we have Dr. Eve here as well.
I definitely know who. Everybody, I know who everybody is.
All right, so I'm just introducing everybody. All right, cool.
Yeah. So when this was originally came up a few days ago, I was under the guise.
When did it come out? On Monday? This happened? Like, when is it real? Does anybody know this?
Yeah, something like that.
Around Monday, Tuesday? Monday or
the beginning of the week.
Sunday? What?
The beginning of the week.
All right, so Monday. All right, go ahead. All right.
Yeah, and so when it was that what was happening was that there were pictures of Gannon on a Patreon that you could pay $3 to see, just to see the deceased photo or the photos of the deceased young man, and that was the way that it was presented at first.
Oh, so wow, I see. Okay.
As soon as I hear that, obviously I go, "Holy crap!" Right?
Yeah.
And then
what presented as that? In the beginning, it was presented to see photos of Gannon South's body.
Yeah, but
it's still being presented like that with these fake fucking titles by people. Like
Shogun that's the way that it was presented.
Did you see that with your own eyes? The Lab?
What?
What you just said. The photo. The way what you just read to us about.
No, I had. Oh.
I
had heard people talking about what had happened. And they're like, did you hear what Zav Girl did? And I said, no, I haven't. And then the way that it was brought was, well, that she got these photos and that she put them she put the photos behind a paywall, which the paywall was that you had to join her Patreon to see.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was because I didn't
There's nothing wrong with that.
But none of that was true.
That part, I don't have a problem with that.
That wasn't even true. That's the point.
All right, go ahead.
That wasn't even true.
What wasn't true?
That she didn't just put pictures behind, like, hey, if you want to see the pictures, you got to pay. She did a whole video.
I understand that. That's not what I'm saying.
Oh, no, I was talking
That's not what I'm saying.
I was saying a manimal that it wasn't true.
No. So that's initially how it was presented to me, and so I was like, wow, that's really crazy and gnarly and all those things. And it is. If that was exactly the way that it happened, it's terrible. Now,
you can call me Rich Perplex. You guys can call me Rich if you're on the panel. You don't have to call me Matt.
I am unequivocally. I don't want there to be any ambiguity about what I'm going to say here. It wasn't presented properly at first, but it's still wrong. I thought it was wrong. Yeah. I don't think that there's any, personally, no need for it. I think that if you're, one of the things that everybody always says is like, what if that's your family member? What if that's your family member? But what if it's just, how about just like human decency and all that stuff? Now, I will agree that people jump on for outrage's sake, okay? Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying that people aren't outraged about this, because a lot of people are, and rightfully so. There's a young man's photos out there.
11-year-old.
I don't know why that falls under the Freedom of Information Act. I don't know why a state wouldn't protect people from doing that.
I'm surprised they sent those. I'm surprised they sent those pictures out of an infant, more or less.
Yeah, well, there's really two aspects to it. Is that initially what was said wasn't true, but to me, it was never it wasn't good. It was bad, really. But then what happens is people realize that people are pissed off about it, which is right, and then they prey on that pissed offness as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just like a never-ending cycle. I understand people being upset about it, and people have every single right. But then, like, I'll go fire up a show right now that says Zav Girl sells, dead kids' photos on Patreon. I'll fill a room up right now.
Hey, it worked for Cinnamon Shogun.
I left her name out. I just put YouTuber.
But that's what I'm saying.
I don't want to put someone's name.
I'm just saying, in general, we'll fill a room up. We'll call her all kinds of dumb names.
You'll get mad views.
Sure, why not? But I don't people are already doing that. I don't need to do that. And I'm not defending Zafko in any way, shape, or form. I'm not, because I've seen some of the other stuff with the Kylie Rodney case and the Chris Watts case. I was very disheartened by a lot of that kind of stuff.
Why Kylie Rodney? Like, why? What was that?
I mean, she really ran with a lot of really wild theories for a really long time. A lot of people did, not just her. Yeah, so I'm saying, if this was like, okay, she did this, you're like, oh my God, take it down, apologize, fix it. I don't know how you fix something like this.
Blur out the video pictures of his naked body and nagging all over it. I mean, it's not a problem. Don't put it. I mean.
Yeah, but so that's really where we're at. We're in phase 2 of this, and that's the outrage phase, where people are like, yeah, people are pissed. Let's start a movement, and a lot of people do feel strongly about this, and a lot of people just like to bitch, and a lot of people like to pile on.
But Lab, those are the same people that were the first ones to look at the photos and, contact families. They are the biggest hypocrites on YouTube. And my issue is not that what Zav did was right or wrong. My issue is, as a YouTuber in a true crime community, all this outrage is going to hurt us. We're never going to be able to get records. We're never going to be able to get anything. It's going to totally destroy FOIA requests and a lot of things, all because a bunch of drama people who literally were the first ones to run and look at the pictures because they had to see it, because they had to make sure it was correct. I mean, just the biggest nonsense. And they're the ones screaming the loudest.
Just because a few people may have a problem with other people doesn't take away from the wrongness of what's happening. And there's a lot of people that have an opinion outside of the drama, whatever you want to call it. There's a lot of regular schmegular people that oppose what's happening, and it's not for views and clicks. They have nothing to gain. They're subscribers. When she put this video up, she was up 700 subscribers. Since this came out, she's lost like 17K at least last I checked.
Damn.
Why does everyone keep checking?
17K? Wow, that's a lot.
No, she didn't lose 17,000. She lost 3,000.
Yeah, it was that. I mean,
how many? 4,000?
3.
Oh, 3,000. Well, it's still a lot.
She was getting close to getting to the 100K.
She was at 91.
Now she's at 89.
She was at 92.
She's like at 89 something.
Oh, well,
look, she's lost a substantial amount. And by the way, a lot of those are carryover. You know, like if you've been on YouTube for 5 years, you know, your first 10,000 may still not be around.
Yeah.
What she's lost is a substantial amount of core watchers. There's no doubt about it. It hurts her channel. It hurts whatever brand she has. It hurts credibility. But you know what? That's just kind of the stuff that you have to deal with when you do stuff like this. Look, I've done stuff that I regret, and then you go, oh, crap, you shouldn't have done that. This to me was either willful ignorance or didn't care, because I think that you have to understand that this is not going to go over well. That's just my opinion, and it shouldn't have gone over well because he's an 11-year-old boy. I mean, the kid was stabbed 18 times, hit in the head, shot, stuffed in a suitcase. What more do you need to know?
Okay, I can answer.
You want to know more about it? Become a medical examiner. I don't know what to tell you. I mean,
and it's a case closed.
It's a child.
I'm just shocked that she would put pictures of it. Did she have kids of her own? This girl's a girl?
No, no.
That's why.
But
exactly
even still,
why.
like, I would
have kids.
But I would hope that people that don't have kids, my kids are in their 30s. I just started to get grandkids. But even still, it's sickening to think that people have to have, like where is our humanity? Like, where is our human this just barely got closed. The parents are still in mourning.
My mom was shot in the head 3 times. And I'm telling you, if somebody put those photos out of her, like if they had them and they did that, I'd be so pissed off. I'd be so, and I don't care what kind of video you made. You can make it themed to Dumbo. You can do whatever the hell you want with it. I don't give a shit. I'd be pissed off, and I can understand the outrage.
I know.
But at the same time,
it's disgusting, to be honest.
At the same time, you know, he's a little boy.
No,
he's a little kid. You know, that's crazy to me.
The minor. He's a minor,
and his body was brutalized.
You can't even put it, and when you in lawsuits, you can't even put this guy's real name in. You have to put the initials, and again, at GS, his initials will be on any type of document. Usually, if it's like a regular, lawsuit document, you can't even put the minor, because the minor under 18, you consider an infant by her mother and natural guardian. That's how you consider in court an infant by her mother and natural guardian. You still consider an infant.
Let me ask you a question for both of you. As YouTubers, do you not think that everyone's worried about the parents, understandably, but if it would have just stayed in her Patreon and all of these people wouldn't have shared it, and all of these people, this outrage is hurting them more. This outrage of now it's good, what was originally just in someone's private Patreon is now this global thing with, to me as a parent, I have 3 kids. This would be a lot worse than the original offense.
But what's your question in there? I'm waiting for a question.
She's asking what it would be. Would it be any different if it didn't get leaked out?
No, I'm saying that. What's your opinion that it would be different? This whole lynch mob is making it 10 times worse.
I still think in my opinion, would think it'd be bad that she is putting up photos of a minor, of his penis and burnt body parts. He's a minor. It's still wrong. I would still be me publicly, I was fucked up.
I think that the family would probably be happy with people circling the wagon for them. I don't think that re-victimizes them. I think what re-victimizes
circling the wagon. What do you mean by that?
Like
rallying,
showing up, protecting them.
Actually, that was the mom. Yeah, that was the mom's.
Okay. I don't know what you meant by that.
You don't know what circling the wagon means?
No, I don't know what that means.
Okay.
You laugh about it now? I don't know what it means.
No, I don't know. I just thought it was a common phrase.
Circling the wagon. No, we don't say that in New York. We're circling the wagon.
We don't have wagons here either in California.
I don't know what the fuck that means.
Circling the wagon.
Circling the wagon.
Like,
I don't know what the fuck it means.
People.
All right, now I know.
But this has gone on.
Well, I thought I used it wrong. That's why I questioned. I go, oh shit, did I use that wrong?
Yeah.
But this has gone on for days. So how long do we continue to publicly lynch her? That's what I want to know.
Until it's over. I don't know.
Yeah, it's got to run its course.
It has to run its course. There is no time frame on it.
But you can't change it. She can't change what happened.
I'm not going to talk about it tomorrow again. Hey, tomorrow we're going to talk about it again.
But she can't change it, so now what?
It's fucked up, and I'll move on personally. But
you know what she could do? I think what she could do that it's not going to really I don't know, it's not going to win everybody over. But if she had a part in creating Gannon's Law legislation, I think that would show that she's remorseful for what happened.
Yeah.
It's really sad what happened to both of them. Like, I don't want this stuff going on to Zav either. I wouldn't want. I'm not a YouTuber. Like I said, I just pray on my channel, and it's like 400 subscribers. I'm never trying to. It's not monetized, etc. But my point is this. Like, I don't want her. She's very talented at what she does. I wish it had never happened. That would have been the best thing, that it would never happen. But now it has, and I think that it's a good thing. The mom likes the fact that everybody's rallying around Gannon.
Exactly.
And if this is going to take a movement to put into every state and every country a law that will protect victims, I'm all for it. Maybe this was divine to have this happen.
I don't think it's big enough for move. I don't think this is big enough to make any changes.
Okay, there's no movement just because
there's
no movement going on.
This is our amendment right to get these photos and stuff like that to share.
There's a movement for super chats.
Really high levels.
There's a movement for super chats. That's it.
Well, I think that it with it being a child, it would have a much better chance to maybe get in front of some lawmakers, or because this is by state, this isn't like just a national law. So if Florida's like, look what happened when we did this last time, they can change that. It's not set in stone forever, because it is by state, and I think in some states you're not even allowed to get that kind of stuff.
That's what I'm saying. And, the Gannon's Law is irrelevant at this point because, why isn't the outrage at the person that released them?
Well, they don't have a choice.
Well, that's a court. I mean,
right. Manimal will tell you about that.
They don't know what you're going to do with the photos. I mean, they're hoping that you're going to use them properly, not just like show them more. I don't know. I mean, that's...
Do you ever deal with that stuff, Manimal?
With what?
Like
exactly.
Freedom of Information Acts or anything?
I mean, we don't deal with that stuff because we always do FOIL searches and we get the information and we use it for the case. Like certain, nothing like crazy like this, but just basically like something wrong with the streets or accidents and stuff like that. That's it. Nothing like murder cases where it involves children like that.
Yeah, you would think that autopsy photos might be protected. Like, remember
I'm shocked that I would think because with all the protecting minors with the courts, and now you can't even put their full name on documents that we file. You got to do initials. Everything's redacted. Then you have to email the court directly the actual document. You can't even post it on the e-filing because we do a lot of e-filing now. Everything's initials. You can't put social. You can't put you can put the date of birth, but you can't put no names of a minor. But now you have people sending out murder pictures of kids naked and burnt up. It's just shocking, That
and Adequate says that the judge has the right to seal it. But I think that's only during the trial, isn't it?
That's only the trial, yeah. Then everything.
And I think they were sealed, weren't they?
I'm not sure. I wasn't paying attention to that.
Yeah, but after the trial's over, the judge doesn't, he doesn't proceed over it. Still, he's not going. Hey, don't ever let those photos out.
Listen, no, I don't know, but Zavgirl, you can do what you want, Zavgirl. It's your channel, it's your life. You can show the videos and pictures if you want. You're just going to get this situation like now. If you don't give a shit about that, then keep doing it. I mean, she can do what she want to do. I mean, it's her life, it's her channel, it's her whatever. But you may lose people, you may gain people. I don't know. But in my opinion, it's wrong to show a minor. And like what Dr. Eve just said, that people are calling him marshmallow penis, and you have to think about the parents. The parents of the families of this minor who was murdered. I mean, it makes me cry. It's sad. It really is sad that this whole case was really sad. And for you to like put up pictures of his naked and decomposing and maggots everywhere, and then people making fun of him. I know you probably didn't think about that, but people are doing it. It's not right, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing. You go, well, how can she control that? Well, I mean, I can understand not knowing that somebody would do that, but like somebody's going to do it. I mean, you got to expect the worst from people, especially in these like highly sensitive. Look, Gannon's case, it was something I never even paid attention to. I didn't even cover it because she was pleading insanity, I believe, and I was just like, I'm not interested. Like, obviously she's crazy, and I heard what was alleged with the boy, the stabbings and the shootings and the suitcase. I mean, that was enough for me. I mean, just for me personally, I was like, dang. I mean, that's awful. And it is awful. It's horrible.
Did she apologize at least? Did she? Wait, I'm sorry, Doctor.
No,
did she ever apologize at least and say, "Hey guys, I'm really sorry I put these pictures up. Wasn't thinking. I'm just making this video. I was focused on that." And did she apologize? Yes or no?
What would she apologize for?
Oh, come on, Perplex.
Why is everybody focused on a
showing a minor and have people making fun of the fucking kid, the little kid? I mean, what do you mean? What are you gonna? What is your? The family's pissed off. Your people are pissed off. Just say, I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking. I'm sorry. Or if she doesn't give a shit, then she doesn't have to apologize. I'm just saying maybe she should. That's all.
She did apologize in a post. She is also on vacation, so that has something to do with it.
Everybody's saying no, she didn't in the chat.
I didn't find that as an apology.
I didn't find that as an apology.
What did she say, Perplex?
Not only that, but she called us weak. She called us weak for not being able to
you want me to read her post, Rich?
The pictures.
Yeah, please.
That would be nice.
Yeah, I'll bring it up. Hold on.
Everybody's saying no, she didn't apologize. So I don't know. Sorry, Perplex, but everybody's saying no.
The point that you're truly missing, and it seems to be missing from a lot, she is not the one that blasted this. She is not the one that spread this all over the internet. She is not the one that did this to upset anybody.
Wait. Right now, what do you mean by that, though? Are you blaming the courts? I'm showing the picture in the courts. The trial? Or are you blaming the trial?
No. She took the file photos. I mean, the file, the whole file.
That she paid $400 for, yes.
Put them in a private group.
Correct.
And discussed them and made a video for it and discussed it with her Patreons. That's all she did.
She could have removed or blurred out at least the
I didn't see him, so I don't know.
Boy.
Some people say they were blurred. Some people say they weren't. I don't know. I didn't see them. It depends who you ask. Is who you get.
But the point isn't even the blurred. Like whenever you share anything, I don't care if it's one person texting another person a picture of themselves. You can guarantee that is no longer safe. You have given this to another person that you have no control over what they're going to do, but you were responsible for giving it to that person.
Right. It's like the outbreak monkey.
But if it's blurred out, no one can unblur it. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah. No, I get that. But can you enlighten me? Because I'm ignorant to the monkey.
Yeah. Like you have like one. So if you put a like, you ever seen the movie Outbreak? The sick monkeys out there. There's just one of them. But then all of a sudden, whoever released it or didn't take care of it or whatever creates an epidemic.
Yeah. So you have a post?
You're responsible for what happens.
I do. All right, let him. I want to read. I want him to read Zap Girl's apology. Alleged.
Hey guys, I wanted to address what's going on right now with the Gannon autopsy corner video I created. Unfortunately, this seems to be something where people are very divided on how they feel about it, and I'm hearing a lot from both sides. The reality of the situation is that different people feel differently about this. Some people genuinely think making a video including the autopsy photo is bad, and I respect their opinion and feelings. Other people, like myself, think of autopsy photos and the corner discussing, explaining them as interesting and informative, and are able to view it all in a more scientific, detached way. It's just one of those things where it depends on the person. I am not adamantly against taking down the video if people are truly unhappy with it. I will absolutely consider doing that, but right now it seems that there are a lot of other people who are acting in bad faith and creating lies for fun and excitement in order to pit others against me. If you've heard the latest rumor that I've been distributing photos of Gannon's genitalia, I assure you I have not, and his genitalia isn't visible in any of the autopsy photos in the autopsy corner video, so it's a bit difficult to sort through what's what. When there are other creators who have the same autopsy photos up right here on YouTube for public viewing on their channel, where anyone can stumble across them and they are not being attacked as I am right now, it becomes obvious that some of this hate I'm receiving is not genuine, is being done for other reasons. YouTube drama gets clicks. I understand some of you have issues with me charging money on my Patreon for the video. If I was charging money for the autopsy files alone or something like that, I would think I'd see your point. But in this case, I spent a lot of time and I worked hard putting together a video, lining up the corner's audio and descriptions along with the appropriate part of the photos. She is describing and editing it to try to make it as informative as possible for the viewer. This is what I am charging for, which I would hope you can agree is understandable. Anyway, thank you to those who have reached out to me with your take on it in a respectful way, who understand this is simply a bit of a gray area as to what is socially acceptable and what isn't. Like I said, I'm not against removing the video, and I care what you think, but it's hard to make sense of it all while I'm getting some very serious unhinged threats being made against myself and my loved ones, and those threats are coming from those who claim I'm doing something morally objectionable. For those of you who are willing to discuss this rationally and want to communicate your thoughts, please comment on this post, as I might not see it anywhere else. After I deal with the threats, I will come back and read everything here so I can get an idea of the best way to proceed based on your input. Thank you guys, Zav.
Wow. Well, yeah, I think I saw some of that before, but yeah, that's basically a statement. That's not a apology.
That wasn't an apology.
No, it's not an apology.
Yeah, no. And I just want to thank, I know some people are like, okay, who's the person that brought this out? I want to thank Queen Bee for bringing it out. I wouldn't have known if it wasn't for that channel saying it. And the reason why I'm naming it is because they're getting a lot of flack for having put it out. And that's not okay. Why are we hiding the truth? Why do we want to hide the truth?
Well, if you want to get technical, it was Evil Abe that put it out.
Well, I'm just telling you where I saw it. I'm telling you where I saw it, where I found out about it. And I'm thanking her for that reason. I don't even know who that other person is. But my point is this. It's out. It's everywhere. Everybody knows now what happened. I don't think she should be at all threatened. Nobody should be trying to find her. Nobody should be trying to dox her. Right. That's wrong. We need to just try to change what happened. Yeah. We wouldn't know that this was even possible to happen if it hadn't happened. So now we could focus all this energy, all this, rage, anger. Like you, Lab, I've lost a loved one to murder, and I would not want to see the pictures.
Sorry to hear that.
And I wouldn't want anybody to have access to. He was 18. He wasn't a child, but I wouldn't want anybody to have access to that, other than the coroner.
I wouldn't even want people to look. When my mom died, my family had to go and clean the house up that it happened at. It wasn't a pretty sight.
Yeah.
And
my aunt and my cousins had to clean up the car with all the blood on it.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Nobody shows up and says, "Hey, we're here to clean this up," and that's not how that scarred my family, just having to do stuff like that. And at the time, and this was a long, now that probably you can hire like special places to do that, but back then, and even if you did it, it was like $1,000 or $1,500 or something crazy, that people couldn't afford or can't afford, and and that's just the crime scene alone. The crime itself it's just crazy.
Yeah, I talk to victims of crime all the time because I have to give them therapy and I have to hear their stories. I have to hear their tears, and I can't even imagine having this happen to any of them. I don't care how old they are, how young they are. There has to be a way that people can protect their loved ones.
Yeah. Well, if you read about the Dale Earnhardt autopsy photos, that his wife, I think this was in Florida. I think it happened at the Daytona 500, and somebody was going to release it was either the autopsy photos or the crash site photos, because he was like dead in the car with his head was like split or something really graphic, and she sued and was able to keep those, and I think they were obtained legally, but somehow the court got involved and was able to shut it down before they were released. And I think that Steve Irwin's wife kind of did the same thing, didn't she, with his death video?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with that.
Yeah, he got stabbed through the heart by a stingray, and it was actually caught on film, and it was going to be released, but then it ended up in the courts, and the court said, well, that nobody really needs to see that.
Yeah,
which is why I'm kind of confused as how that, like, oh, hey, we're getting ready to release this.
That's weird.
You might want to make I get that they have to do what the law says, but you might want to make a phone call on that one too. I don't know. I'm not blaming them. I'm not blaming the person that works at the courthouse or the court clerk or anything like that, because they get those requests all the time.
Yeah. But I guess the parents should have. Go ahead. I'm sorry. What?
Sorry, Minimal. I was saying they assume that professional, actual scientists, actual teachers, actual people that know what to do with that. We take oaths that we're not going to harm. That's the golden rule: do no harm. And yet, this has done so much harm to so many people. Nurses, doctors, policemen, they've opined on this thing, saying they don't want to see what they see. And she went and paid to see this. And to
Eve, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you
wait. Before you say that, I want to say to someone's message saying, I can't imagine YouTubers studying my child's autopsy. There are no words. And that's how I feel, exactly like that. Some dudes or some people on the YouTube and around the world is like studying my child's autopsy photos and stuff like that. And like, Lord knows what they're doing with them.
But Manimal, if your child was a high-profile case, you might think differently, because you would see it as, I'm sure there are going to be people. That's why they have to close it, or they have to, shut it down, because they know people across the universe are going to want those pictures. They're going to want to look at the pictures. That's the world today.
Yeah, I would feel differently in what way, though? I would be pissed off. Like I just said, I would go to this girl's house and smack her in the head. And what are you doing?
But if your son or daughter was high profile, you might see it differently.
How though?
It did. And define high profile too.
I don't understand the high profile. I would still. It's still my son. I don't care how high profile it is.
Listen, if and I don't want to get into a debate about who's guilty with the West Memphis 3. I don't want to talk about that. What I'm going to tell you is, at the very beginning of the documentary Paradise Lost, 3 little boys were murdered, and they showed them on film on a ditch bank. One of the boys' genitals had been cut off. They showed them tied up, sitting there dead.
Yeah.
It's in the first like 45 seconds. It's absolutely shocking.
Yeah.
Where is it?
And I'm going, why do they do that? And this is back in '96. And HBO put it on, and I think it was wrong then. I think it was wrong now. I cannot believe
they showed the boy's genitals cut off.
Yes.
And what did they show? Where was it laying on? This guy's like
the boys were naked,
what happened
tied
here?
up.
Yeah, what happened? I don't know.
Three boys were murdered in West Memphis, Tennessee. In this little part of town, it was like a wooded area called Robin Hood Hills. The boys went missing. They found them in a ditch bank underwater. They were pinned underwater with sticks.
Wow.
They found them. They pulled the sticks out. They floated up to the top. They put them onto the shore, but they were hogtied. Right wrist to right ankle, left wrist to left ankle.
Oh my God.
And they were beaten, and they were stabbed, and so on and so forth. In the very beginning of the show, they show the boys sitting. It's on HBO. If you have the HBO app and go watch Paradise Lost, it's in the first minute.
You can download it from pirate, whatever.
And they're just sitting there, and you're going. And no matter how many times I've seen the documentary, every single time, I just fast forward the first 2 minutes. I was like, I don't want to see that again.
They cut their penis off.
Yeah, they cut one of the boys' penis off. Yeah,
and they showed it laying on on the floor or something like that.
You could just tell that his penis had been cut off. It was crazy, and I couldn't believe. And I kind of feel the same way about this here. It's like, I don't know how it got to there. And by the way, the parents did not like that one bit, and they shouldn't.
You would think you would ask for permission.
It's crazy,
right?
You would think.
Ask for permission. Hey guys, and we're making a documentary about blah blah blah. Do you mind if we show this? Blah, blah. And then see what they say.
Listen to me. Zav Girl had a right to publish information obtained legally through an FOIA request, whatever she wanted, however she got that.
You're right.
Fulfilling her obligation
right to be outraged.
Inform her audience. But it should have never even gotten that far. If you chose that you didn't want to watch it, then don't look at it.
Well, people are just outraged because they're outraged because the morals of it. That's why.
But that's their morals. That's not everybody's morals.
That's a majority moral.
Well, I think that morals are kind of like.
And that's why she lost its subscribers.
Subjective, but when you look at the result that's happened, there's very few people defending this.
No, okay. Let me rephrase this again because I've been saying this for 4 days. I am not defending what she did. That's not what I have been defending. I have been defending this witch hunt. I have been defending our rights as a YouTube creator that has a Patreon. I am defending my rights that I'm allowed to post something in my Patreon or my members that other people that outsiders may not agree with, but I have that right. That's what I'm defending. So I don't know why people automatically assume I defend what she did. No, that's not what I'm defending.
But even the people that are outraged, and you can even say that there's some amped up outrage type, whatever, however you want to say it. The person that's responsible for it is the person that put it out at all. I mean, just flat out. Zav's responsible for this, and I mean, now you kind of reap the whirlwind, and it's bad. People are pissed off, understandably so. It's not Queen Bee's fault. It's not Abe's fault. It's nobody else's fault. They didn't go out and get those.
And it's not because we're not into science. It's not because we can't stomach it. I listen to Vicarious Trauma all day, 5 days a week. It's not that I can't stomach it. I choose not to want to look at a little boy who has maggots on and that is decomposing. Face just
exactly.
Closed.
You choose not to.
I didn't want to see it.
Right. And I don't think it's right that it is available. So hopefully we'll change that. Unfortunately, with Amber Alert, there had to be an Amber. Hopefully now with Gannon's law, Gannon's life, gave some contribution to having this stop.
Is there a Gannon's law yet? Is there going to be one?
We're going to work on that.
Oh, okay.
Can I ask another question?
Yeah, go ahead.
And I don't mean this disrespectfully. I mean this honestly. True crime is ugly. It's hardcore. It's not fluffy. It's not what you see on TV.
I know. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah.
So,
but that doesn't mean you have to take it all the way to the grave.
There are going to be cases.
You go out and start
like you don't want to follow people. If you want to follow people, I'd probably stop right before the gates of hell.
There are going to be cases that are good. There's going to be cases that are bad. There's going to be cases that are absolutely horrific. But it's all part of true crime. And it's, if you can't handle it, why be in true crime?
Why would you say that it's a person can't handle it because they find it wrong?
Yeah, what's wrong?
But Eve, I'm speaking from a creator's perspective, not from a sub perspective. I'm speaking from a creator's perspective. I know for a sub it's different.
It's a case closed. There's nothing to be gained by it. Nothing. We know who did it.
That's your opinion.
We know what happened.
That's your opinion.
That's fact.
So I just have one question for you before I go, because I can't do this anymore. But I have one question for you. Okay, I have one question for you. All right, let me know when you're done.
Can I finish?
No.
Yeah, I'm not done. So, well, I'm going to finish.
Of course you are.
There was a real scientist. There was a real expert, a coroner, who testified on the stand. Case is closed. We know what happened. We know who did it. What is left to learn for the sake of science?
Nothing. Nothing. The autopsy was already done. The medical examiner's already weighed in. It doesn't. To me, it just doesn't. It's a position to defend that you really can't. She did something she shouldn't have did. It happened. She didn't say, "Hey, to the family, I'm sorry, I'll take it down immediately." She kind of said, "Well, I got some people that are kind of into it, and then some people that aren't really into it." And I can guarantee you that more people are not into it than are into it by just learning that she's losing subscribers. So society's really the one that dictates if this is wrong or right. Not the law, not a moral compass. Obviously, the moral compass is pointing in the direction of this was wrong because of the outrage, because she's losing 3,000 subs, which, by the way, is a lot of subs to lose, especially for somebody like Zabro, who's been on the internet for like 5 or 6 years and draws as many people into a show as I do, and I don't have 1/5 of her audience. She lost 3,000. I mean, that's a huge chunk to lose. So obviously, most people do not agree.
See, and I disagree with that because
I know you do. You're one of those on the other side.
3,000 is a lot for me, you, Manimal. Well, not even Manimal. 3,000 is a lot for like me and you.
It's not a lot for me.
Okay.
I mean, 3,000.
She'll get it back, and she'll get it back in a couple of months.
Exactly.
Yeah, maybe
in days though. She lost 3,000 in 4 days.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
What I was going to say,
YouTube doesn't really matter.
It could have been a lot worse. For the amount that this has gone on, she could have lost 50,000 subs. So 3,000 out of 92,000, not much.
So, guys, let me say something. Go ahead. If you're not done yet, go ahead. Finish.
I just want to ask Eve a quick question. Going back to what I said before, you are, your name is all about God. Isn't it all about forgiveness and turning the other cheek and forgiving someone when they did wrong? And this has gone on for days with you. So I'm just wondering, when does that kick in? When do you learn to forgive and move on?
When responsibility kicks in.
Oh, good answer.
Well,
but Dr. Eve, go ahead.
Well, I forgave her immediately because, I do have a heart for her.
Okay.
This is, to me, even though I don't know her, like in real life, I respect the work that she does. She goes hyper-focused big time.
Yeah.
And some of the work she does is good. But there's some stuff that is like, Lord have mercy. Gosh, it's a little too much.
But isn't that every creator? Isn't that every creator?
She goes a little deeper. She goes a little deeper, and bless her heart, I'm thankful for the good work. But she was wrong on this. If it was my own uncle, my brother, my mama, my daddy, I don't care who it was, they would be wrong for them. Can I forgive them for that? Completely. Should she be like dragged forever? No. But unfortunately, this has to run its course.
Yeah, I agree.
And hopefully something good will come from it.
Well,
forgiveness is necessary.
But it's YouTube. This would end if everybody made it end. It would be done tomorrow.
It just hit me.
It wouldn't have started if she hadn't started.
I know. It has to run its course, like it just said. I just found out about it today.
It would, and you found out about it because people keep talking about it.
Well, and Brian, you got one of those on News Nation. It's a big thing. All right, let me just finish. Let me just say something. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go finish it.
I was just going to say, you can forgive somebody and still have it be wrong. You can like somebody and still have them be wrong. Both things can be true and in effect at all times. One of the hardest things to do is to have a family member be a predator, and you got to turn them in, or you got to, turn states, or but it has to happen. You can love a person and visit them in jail, or you can love a person and say, you know what, that was wrong. You're going to lose some subscribers. I wish you hadn't done it. Apologize, please. Apologize to the parents.
Yeah.
Something. Be part of the change. You can forgive, but not have to necessarily change your mind about whether or not it's wrong.
When does everybody else who's made money, everybody else who shared the link, everyone else to view the pictures, where's their responsibility?
We don't know who you're talking about, and
there's tons of them.
That's
right. But where's the head of the snake at? Where did it start? Where did it originate from? Who started this?
The two people that stole it out of Zav's
They stole it from
her?
her?
I don't think so, because just because you put it behind a paywall doesn't mean that it's not going to get leaked.
Do you have a Patreon? Do you have a Patreon?
It's not
Lab.
Secured.
Do you have a Patreon?
No.
Do you have a Patreon, Manimal?
Yeah, I have a Patreon.
Okay, so would you consider private stuff behind a paywall?
I mean, yeah, but
it's private, but it's not protected and secured, and someone can just share it. Someone can easily share it, whatever. Like if I buy a lot of like mods for my computer games from Patreon. I have like 10 people on Patreon that I have a member to. I can take that product and share it with everybody else because I want to share it, but I'm not supposed to because I paid for it. I'm supposed to keep it between us. But if I want to, I can share it with 20, 30, 40 other people. It doesn't matter. It's not secured. It's just, it's not secure, Patreon. You can share it no matter what. It's like, you have to trust that person not to share it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but technically
I don't know if that was your question. I'm just saying.
Technically speaking, the courts are the ones that released it. The court showed
that's what I'm going to get to. Right here, No Cowgirl says the FOIL request was never supposed to include photos. Florida clerk is in big trouble for this, and the prosecutor and the lawyer is saying
it's not Florida. I know. I spoke to somebody about that. It's not Florida. It's Colorado.
Oh, whatever they requested the photos.
It's Florida.
No,
Florida
it's
because his body was found in Florida.
At Manimal.
Yeah.
Sassy Sarah makes a really good point. It's not private if you tell people to join for $3 to your Patreon.
She was advertising. Yeah, I got this video.
It's private for $3. Okay, guys.
Was she advertising the photos of Gannon?
I don't know.
No. Was those the words?
I heard explain this. No, she wasn't.
Gannon's photos naked and dismembered.
No, that is not how it went at all.
All right.
Stop being ignorant, because that's fucking total ignorance.
All right, hold on. All right, here we go. Karen Lee, thank you for the email. I got an email from the mother of Gannon Stout. Says Gannon is my child, and it's not an experiment nor a piece of paper or photo. He is a child. I pray that all that involved in this heinous act will stop. Let me put this on the screen. Sorry, I want to put this on the screen. So let me wait. I gotta put this here. All right, here. Let me move that. Wait, hold on. All right. Where was I? I pray that all involved in this heinous act will stop and no longer do this to anyone else. I will not give you any satisfaction. No one deserves this, and no one wants to be in these shoes. You may say that it is if it happened to you, you may not change your actions. I do not wish this on anyone. I'm sure you would rethink your actions if this was indeed you or your child. The good that I take from this is that good people still exist, and in a matter of seconds, Gannon's army came together. I surely hope Gannon taught you all a lesson. He is the one who deserves an apology, my son, Gannon.
Okay, by the way, that's a Facebook post. That's not a private message. That's a Facebook post. So you got another liar.
Well, I don't know. The statement from the mom. How do you know?
It's so you could see the 2 hours in the picture. That's a Facebook post.
Yeah, but I think it just kind of covers.
What does that mean?
All right, I'm out. Have a good night, guys.
Why can't that be a? Why can't that be a real?
That's a Facebook post. That's a Facebook post.
What does that mean?
Wait, this is the crazy part.
It means that everybody fucking lies. That's what it means. This is no private message. This is a Facebook post that somebody took and is lying about it.
Well, I'm just reading it. I don't know.
Good. Have a good night.
This is the crazy.
Fucking total ignorance. My God. It's on our Facebook, exactly. Like, holy shit. Everybody's got to fucking lie. Like, I told them what happened, what went on. I can't stand that girl. You don't even know. Like, this goes way back. Like, none of them even knew what they were talking about. This shit drives me insane. Hey, Fayed, how you feeling, bud? Bud. I call everyone Bud. How you feeling, babe? I need Tyler to come up here and give me some Jesus. Calm my nerves. You can't talk sensitive people have no desire. I felt like that's what I felt like. And it was one thing, thank you, Sly Angel. It was one thing like to talk to another creator. I don't want to talk to a sub. I'm not there to talk to a sub. Like, ugh.
Yo, don't hit subscribe. I always try to tell them, they do it every time. I tell them there's a problem, but they acting like it's fine. I'm begging them to stop, but they leave me with a like.
And Yarn, I agree with you, but that's not what I was getting at. When does it end? When is this lynch mob gonna stop? They're saying, oh, you have to wait till it rolls. No, you don't. You can end it tomorrow. Stop with the exploiting of the screenshots. Stop with the exploiting of putting them in titles. It can end tomorrow. It's the thing that people are missing that maybe they just don't grasp. I don't know. But what they're missing is, what's his name? Brian Enton didn't find this on his own. And they seem to think, oh, well, Brian Enton got it. Brian Enton didn't find this because it was so big. Brian Enton was harassed by every fucking drama person out there, the same people that contacted the family. That's how Brian found it. It's not like it was so big and he found it that way. This shit would end tomorrow if everybody would shut the fuck up. They do. They want exactly right, Fayette. That's what I'm saying. But the amount of people that just don't get the obvious is beyond my comprehension. It'd be wise to call WP crew. It's a lot of them. Brian had needed a story. But, he must have gotten harassed. So the screenshot of the marshmallow was from a phone text and not from Patreon. I don't know anything about the phone text, so I don't know. They didn't like. I said QB was offering to share Zav Girl's video to any. Yeah, she did say that. Oh. All right, I just got something sent to me. Hold on. I had to pull it up from Facebook. And I agree with that too, Adrian. I definitely agree with that too, because we're all pros in that. We all know shit gets leaked. But what she told me, her feeling was, you think people are going to be adults, and if you don't want to see it, don't see it. Don't look at it. Ah. All right. Podcaster YouTuber sharing Gannon Stout's autopsy. No, I'm not. This gets bigger and bigger. This just doesn't end. Thank you to the person that sent it. This is never going to end.
Thing that bothers me the most is as a society we should be protecting children. Children.
Whoa, hold on. The marshmallow comment was said by Viloma? Are you kidding me? Can someone send me proof of this? I would love to see this proof that Viloma is the one that said that. But I need the proof of that. Yeah, I would need proof before I call something like that out. But that would be gold. I mean, fucking gold, if I could get proof of that.
Are vulnerable. Children are innocent. That's what Gannon stands for. That is why we're all heartbroken over what happened to Gannon. And so to re-victimize this child who represents that innocence that was taken away from him, this little boy that doesn't have a voice, that never had a voice, we are responsible to now be that voice for him, and so I think that's the thing that traumatizes me the most about this, is just that all of us, all of the creators, and I believe that there are more creators that shared these pictures. We should be thinking about protecting children in life and in death. We protect children. We protect their vulnerability. We protect their bodies. We protect who they are, and it's up to us to do that.
Yeah, and I think about the trials that we've covered, even Valo recently. You sit in the courtroom. We sat.
Oh, I thought you meant she was the one that she was the one that wrote it. I was like, that's fucking gold.
Together, and you see what these families go through, and you see the way they have to leave the courtroom when certain photos are showed. And I just don't think some of these YouTubers realize that these are like real people. Peter, I'm curious, you're a lawyer. I think a lot of people are asking, like, how was she able to get these photos? Like, why should you be able to write a check to the government? I think she paid $400 and received these photos in the mail.
So Florida has one of the most liberal Freedom of Information Act laws with the Sunshine Law, because Florida puts a big emphasis on the public having access to public documents. And I am all for that. But there is literally a law in place with an
Okay, if Peter Tragos knew the case, I'm sorry, Peter, you're very cute and I adore you, but you couldn't be more wrong, because the case file is in Colorado, not Florida. There's nothing in Florida that has anything to do with anything. He was found in Florida, but all of the case files and stuff happen in Colorado. So anything he's going to say means nothing.
exception for autopsy photos, especially of minors that have died as a result of domestic violence. And the only way that those can be released is if it is to the deceased parents or close family members. So these autopsy photos should have never been included in any Freedom of Information Act request. And frankly, there is a third-degree felony in the statute for the custodian of records if they willfully and knowingly released these documents. Now, my guess is what happened is she requested the entire file and they sent the entire file and just didn't do their job to look through and pull these photos out.
Thank you for watching. Go to News Nation now.
And all of that's wonderful if you have a body in Florida. But there's no body in Florida. Everything came from Colorado. So again, as cute as Peter is, now there's more false information that is being spread. So good job. I mean, it's not false. Like, it's good to know that you can't get these pictures from Florida, but you have all these people talking about a case that they know nothing about. And that's the frustrating part. Yeah, but the case file is from Colorado. She obtained it from Colorado, not from Florida. Now, someone just told me Colorado is basically the same law. If that's the case, well, then someone's in trouble, but it's not Zav Girl. Case file she brought came from El Paso, Colorado. Exactly. Do you know if the family can sue Zav Girl? No. Family cannot sue anybody. The person that I'm talking to said that Colorado has basically the same law, but no, I haven't checked. Yep, it's why Zav Girl is in the perfect position because they're outing themselves. Okay. Yeah, she can't get sued. I mean, she can't sue, but I don't know. It depends. Anything that affects her lifestyle, job, income, her name, etc. is defamation. But the way it's being spun, it's... I don't know. I just can't believe how many people don't understand Patreon. It's not that hard to understand what Patreon is, but for some reason it seems to be. But she got them legally. I mean, I just think this is being spun into something that it's not. I mean, this just started out with her interested in the case and looking at the case files. That's it. Nothing more. And I just don't know how this got spun into this witch hunt, making the news. People talking about, now you have lawyers going on the news talking about Florida, which it has nothing to do with Florida. Like, it's so out of control. Ariska Valoma told everyone it's a comment in Zav's Patreon, and everyone has been running with how evil Zav and her Patreons are making jokes about that little boy. And it wasn't in Patreon. Has Valoma apologized? Mary Jane, I've been screaming it from the rooftops for days. The dive team put their pics behind a paywall. Good point. Where's the outrage? They're trying to do another Alex Jones. I think it's horrible. And like I said, I can't believe that I'm one of the few creators that actually stands up for other creators. I mean, this isn't about... This has gone so far left field from Zav. This is about creators' rights. It's about true crime rights. It's like And I've been saying this since Saturday. My view on this hasn't changed. Paloma hasn't admitted that she lied, but you can correct it if you look at your email. Irish Guy, where'd you send it? The problem is they're used for monetary gain, of course. Because I bet this News Nation is, I bet this was paid. Sword in Discord? Alright, hold on. Chris Sword in Discord? I really had thoughts that Manimal and the lab would think differently, and I was wrong. Loma's been too busy to apologize. She's been apologizing because she's the one who brought Landon's statement from May as if it was new. Oh, is that the one that they just showed? That's old? Where, Irish Gal? I don't see anything. Crystal, where am I looking at? The one they just showed was new. Valoma put out one a couple of days ago that was old. Okay. And oh, on the Evil Abe's video. Oh, Irish Gal, I wasn't going to tell you that was me. I was going to keep it a secret. Because I heard you say, I don't know who that is. I was like, oh my God, you don't remember me? All right. Nope, wrong count. Videos.
How can you now?
What are you talking about? There's no, the fuck? There's nothing under this video. Only idiots that I released, that I, removed. I don't see anything. All I see are a bunch of morons. Yes, I don't see anything. Who's trying to say who's the idiot that put this out? I know, right? Peyton, I tried. I tried my hardest, but they're just not getting it. I mean, I'm very surprised that Manimal doesn't even know who the West Memphis 3 is. That kind of threw me for a loop. I mean, I don't expect everyone to know every case, but to not know the story of the West Memphis 3 took me by surprise. I did not expect that one. Me too, I was saying. Me too. I mean, I think honestly I would have vibed better if she wasn't up there. I mean, you know how you just, those people that just make you cringe? And especially for me, Tyler, close your ears, but especially for me, it's the ones that say they're all godly and stuff and then let this go on for days. That's not someone that's godly to me. That's a phony. No, I could see that, Hossein. He definitely does not know true crime. And that's the other thing. People keep comparing. Everyone keeps comparing their own personal experience. But everyone is forgetting their own personal experience isn't a high-profile case with tens of thousands of people watching it. Like, I don't know why they can't draw that line. You know, I really don't. Like, that's... No, a high-profile case is totally different than one person. No, I didn't get it, Janie. It's different than one person. So I don't know why people are always comparing themselves. Files of Perks from Colorado. Thank you. I knew that. Mike Allen made it sound like they came from exactly. That's what I'm saying. He also didn't correct them when Brian said the images were blocked during trial. Thank you. That's exactly what I mean. This has gone on and on with such bullshit. And it just keeps getting worse. Viloma went into QB's panel and spread misinformation about comments made about child's private parts. It didn't happen in Zav's Patreon. There's so much misinformation. Mike Allen is responsible for the Florida BS. Who's Mike? Oh, lawyer, you know? Is that who Mike Allen is? But that's what I was saying. When someone first said what he had said, I'm like, no, it didn't happen in Florida. Comment was from a news station, nothing to do with Zav. Okay, here we go. Sweet one. Assuming you're correct, all right? Assuming you're correct. She didn't consider the family. How long is this going to drag on for? How long are people going to put Gannon in their titles? When is this going to go on and on and on? When this could all end tomorrow if everybody just stopped. Plain and simple. It would all end tomorrow. Yes, she did, Janie. Yarn, I'm not justifying it. But how long does it go on for? When do we say, okay, let's stop? Let's stop spreading misinformation. Because what started out as a closed, thing, a closed session, a private session, anyone could have contacted Zav personally. And if it wasn't for Abe and then Queen Bee, nobody would have even known. It would have been there. But in my opinion, and again, it's just my opinion, all of this is 10 times worse for the family. And I don't see how it's not, honestly. All of this, bringing it up, talking about it, I would be more mad that all of these people are focusing on my kid's genitals. That's what would make me even more mad. Are we not adults? Like, why are you so obsessed with my kid's genitals? That is what would make me more upset, honestly. I literally can see it from both sides. I totally get it, but why are they to hang Zav out to dry? Exactly. The lies are over facts and laws. Just like more respect loss for Brian Enton. Why? I'll tell you why. Brian Enton couldn't even fact check to know that this didn't come from Florida. So the lawyer, you know, as cute as he is and what a great guest he is, you know, you have a lawyer on, you might want to learn where it came from. You just might want to learn that it didn't come from Florida. It's from Colorado. So his whole speech is pointless. Absolutely pointless. There was no need for him to even say any of that because it has nothing to do with anything. Exactly, Janie. Exactly. That's what I keep trying to get across. Zav did not promote it. Exactly. I agree, Kayla. And she's the only one that is exacerbating it. But I'll tell you something else, which may not be popular opinion. Yeah, and a lawyer from YouTube. You're right. But he should have vetted him. He should have found out that it didn't come from there. And it just goes to show he's so desperate for content, he'll just take anyone that accepts it. Now I forgot what I was going to say. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh my God, I had a good point too. Now I forgot. Oh. This is social media. And this is the internet. All someone has to do is stop. And I guarantee you, it would all be forgotten about in 2 days. Not even 1 day. If nobody tagged Gannon and everyone let it go, guess what? It would be done with. This isn't something, I don't know, maybe I just see it differently, but I feel like all of this hoopla and all of this information is harming the family 10 times more. Maybe I stand alone in that, but I really do think it's harming the family 10 times more than the original thing was. Kind of like, you know, you break up with someone and their friends keep calling you and you're like, dude, I don't want to hear her name. Just stop talking about it. You're making it worse. Hold on, it's Irish Gal.
All the time. To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Now she hung up on me. So, yeah, but she's on vacation, Janie. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you just break up with someone and their friends keep talking about them and you're like, oh my God, just shut up. And you're, you know, saying, hey, please don't mention her name, his name. The more you guys talk about it, the more upset I'm getting. You know, out of sight, out of mind. Okay, you're right. We're not going to bring them up anymore. We're going to keep quiet after this. And then you don't talk about it, and, you know, you can kind of get over this guy or girl. But imagine reliving the same thing over and over and over and over. Come on, when does it end? Okay, Zab made a mistake. You're going to publicly criticize her for how long? You're going to do this witch hunt for how long? When does it end? Janie, honestly, if it was me, I wouldn't come back right now either. I'll be honest with you. But Adrian, after tonight, there's not much I can say. I mean, everyone is so on this witch hunt that they don't want to hear it. Okay. Janie, let me ask you a question. I'm no disrespect. If anybody wants a link, we could discuss it in person, that's fine. Why do you think Zavgirl owes you an apology? Zavgirl doesn't owe the community anything. She owes her subs. She doesn't owe you. She doesn't owe random people. She owes her people an apology if they were offended. She doesn't owe the majority of the community an apology, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Crystal, I don't believe that. I saw that. I don't believe that. And the reason I don't believe that is because that's not even Zav's who she is. Absolutely do not know. Cancel culture gets worse when they apply. That's true too. 40, I agree with that too. She doesn't owe YouTube or the news an apology. She owes Gannon's mom one. Okay. I'll go with that. I'll agree with that. No, but just out of respect for their child, you know, because it is their child. So I totally understand that. I agree. Charlie, I totally agree. Where's QB's apology? Where's Abe's apology? Where's Voice's apology? There's a million people that should give apologies. But none of them doesn't matter. They'll just keep bringing in the money. Well, not Abe. But some of them will just keep bringing in the money. Oh, Janie, you'd be surprised. See, but I'm with 4T. What is an apology going to do? She's never going to live this down. Irish guy was trying to show you. It's to show the rumor. Oh, okay. I don't know that's Veloma's account. That's why I was confused. Because I didn't know that was Veloma's account. Alright, so it says Zavgirl also said his pee-pee looks like a marshmallow. Haha, that's bullshit. Zav never said that. Yep, she tried to apologize, still tore her apart for trying. Janie? I may keep my mouth shut. I'm not going to say anything. I'll end up putting my foot in my mouth. As a matter of fact, she did reach out to the family. Someone said that she contacted the family. Exactly. Leticia hurt the mom, not YouTube. Good point. That's what I'm saying, Tony. Zav does not speak that way. It's from the News Nation. Hold on. Court is public. Yeah, she didn't. Zav has nothing to apologize for. She provided her subscribers with the type of content that they like and the type of content she's been providing for years. I agree with that. Yeah, it's not Valoma's account. Valoma went on QB's panel and started that rumor. That screenshot is the rumor being spread. Good job, Valoma. They asked for her to apologize. She was going to apologize, but she's still wrong. Like I said, cancel culture doesn't accept apologies, and apologizing only makes it worse. I also want to know why nobody... Natasha Cooper said, fuck you. I'm not apologizing to anybody. I stand by what I did. How come she's not being ridiculed? Can you get Idaho 4 autopsy? A lot of people want to see him, Tony. And the other thing that I can't get past, like, not saying anything, yeah. I've already lost enough subs over the last couple of days, Coffee. The one thing that I can't get past, and I don't know how so many people don't see it, like, literally, I don't know how many people don't see it. Eve said something on panel tonight about, well, the majority disagree. And then Lab, how many subs does Lab have? Isn't he not much higher than me? Or am I wrong? Or is he lower than me? Because he was pretty hypocritical. I'll explain why in a second. Okay, so he has less than me. Okay, so make this make sense, Lab. Like, seriously, this is why I can't deal with stupidity. Lab has 19,000 subs. He said 3,000. If he lost 3,000, wouldn't be a lot. Zavgirl has 92,000 subs. And he said that 3,000 is a lot by that. What? Do you not know math, dude? Think about it. Think about it. If the Lab has 19,000 subs, but he's saying that 3,000 is nothing for him. But 3,000 is a lot for someone with 92,000 subs? Percentage-wise, yours is a lot more. I don't get it. It's almost 25% of all his subs. Almost. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Because I was saying that 3,000 for her is really not that much. Oh, yes, it is. Blah, blah, blah. But then he says 3,000 is a lot for him. Because he has other businesses? One thing has nothing to do with another. But it's not, though. For the amount this has gone, she could have lost way more. Way more. She also said that he would have the same amount of people in his chats that she has. I've seen Zav have over 10,000 people in her chats before. He doesn't get close to... No, he doesn't. Do not start blaming the... Who blamed the parents? Janie, what do you want to see? I'm confused. What are you dying to see? The screenshot that someone said that Zavgirl said it? I don't know why it's so important, but okay. You can go right to News Nation last night. That's where it's under. All you have to do is go to News Nation Post. It's right there. I know, it's like they want to be spoon-fed. But that's where it's from, News Nation. You play right in the middle, but not really. I agree, Chrissy. Yeah, but what I'm saying is the screenshot, they can go right over to News Nation and look at it. That's where it's from. I see the video. It's important to those who are spreading the lie that it came from... It didn't come. Oh, but Janie, no. Listen to me. All this says is Zav Girl also said his pee-pee looks like a marshmallow. That's just a comment left on a video. That doesn't say where Zav Girl would have said that. So it doesn't clear up anything. I don't know why you think it doesn't clear up anything. Janie, so go to the channel and get it. I don't know what to tell you. They now want to be a part of this to make money and views by getting involved. Everybody. It's ridiculous. I have a question too. Why did the dad have custody anyway? Why didn't mom have custody? I don't remember if I ever found out that answer. But why didn't mom have custody? Why was she watching Gannon to begin with? I mean, I understand shared custody, but why was Letitia forced to babysit? Oh, see, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't remember this answer. The dad says, that's what I'm saying. Where's the mom in all this? Why didn't mom have custody? Like, if stepmom, Letitia, didn't want to watch him, why didn't he go with his mom? Oh, that's right, she was pregnant. See, I get my cases mixed up. That's why I can't remember which is which. She was pregnant at the time. Mom is in the hospital. Okay. No, it wasn't they were working. I remember it had something to do with some kind of issues. But sometimes I just get confused with my cases. She was pregnant. She had a high-risk pregnancy. I kind of remember. I know Dad was working, but I'm saying that if Leticia didn't want to watch him, why didn't he just give him back to Mom? It was, yeah, because I knew one of the cases I was following had to do with that, and another one had to do with mental issues. That's why I couldn't remember. I know, no. I know the dad worked a lot, but being that the dad worked a lot, I was wondering why she wasn't with the mom and the stepmom. Like, if Leticia really didn't want to watch him, then just say, here, he's your kid, you deal with him. I'm not dealing with him. That's what I'm saying. I would think giving him back to the mom would have been better than killing him. That's true. I'm thinking with the normal mind. You're right. All right. I've been on 3 hours. I'm getting off, though. I was never going to be on this long. These long-ass lives have to cut down. So, by the way, I'm opening on my other channel again because I need 4,000 hours. And that is STFD and listen. So, all right. I'm not doing this again tomorrow. I'm over it. I really am. I'm like totally over it. She was an evil stepmom. Yeah, I mean, I just don't know how long you could talk about this. Me and Tracy, like the only two defending it. And then it gets all twisted. Everybody thinks that I'm saying that I'm defending what Zav did. I'm not defending what Zav did. I'm defending everything else. Yeah, let me give you the link. Hold on. Where is it? I'm doing it now. Lacey, you were around for my other channel. There was something I wanted to... Yeah, she went live earlier. There was a story that I wanted to tell you guys, and now I forgot. Oh, what was it? I don't remember. Oh, did you guys hear about the court case with Ryan Upchurch? He wasn't lying about his mom. His mom stole a shitload of money from him. That's sad. Like, if you can't trust your mom, who can you trust? And he totally put all his faith in his mom. And she burned him bad. Any final thoughts? My final thoughts are, yes. I'm just looking over some. I'm like, Oh, what's going on with Nick Lachey? Alright. Here's my final thoughts. People need to stop Literally, they need to stop publicly tagging Gannon. They need to stop this witch hunt on Zav Girl. I haven't tried making them yet. I did see them. I just haven't made them yet. This witch hunt is not helping anybody. Oh, that's what it was. Yes. Thank you. But this witch hunt isn't helping anybody. It's not doing anything for anyone except lining certain people's pockets. And the shit has to stop. So, yeah, they have pushed off destroying the Idaho house. Don't know why, though. Yeah, Debbie, it looks complicated. I haven't even started yet. But they look really cool. I've seen them. I have espresso. But I did see them. I was like, oh my God, those are so cool. But yeah, I haven't made them yet. The tagging is sick. The non-stop, this movement. There's no fucking movement. You don't need a movement. You contact an attorney. So the whole movement did real good with last time, right? There's no fucking movement. Give me a damn break. That's just another way for them to line up money and fill their pockets. Let's call it a movement. Exactly. Don't tag babies on your fucking drama streams. It's disgusting. I need to look at your candles. Total misinformation everywhere. I agree, Janie. Everyone that reached out to the and they're all proud of it. They're all sitting there fucking proud of it. We reached out to this one. We got our Patreon shut down. We did this. We did that. Why are you proud of this? All you're doing is making this shit worse. The mother didn't need to know any of this. Shame on everyone that contacted them. Shame on these news reporters. Shame on all of them. They're all fucking disgusting. Every single one of them are fucking disgusting. Oh, we're doing it for the righteous good. No, because if you care about the family at all, you wouldn't have blown this up to mass proportions. But I understand you have a lawsuit coming. So, you know, that's where all your money's going. Or all your subs' money's going. It's fucking insane. I can't with it. It's so fake. And I can't believe so many people do not see it. Like, these people really care about Gannon. They don't care about Gannon. They care about the drama. They want something to talk about. Fucking ridiculous. So, alright. I'm out, though. I love you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful night. And that's it. Alright? Peace. And thank you guys for the Super Chat, PayPal, Cash App. And make sure you hit that thumbs up. Drug dealer fundraising, exactly. But keep giving more because she's gonna countersue. Queen Bee. Queen Bee said that she hired an attorney today for this frivolous lawsuit, which in my opinion, if it's frivolous, you wouldn't need an attorney. But she told everyone, keep the money coming because she's gonna countersue. I don't know what the fuck she's countersuing for, but okay, keep that money coming. Queen reaches out to all these families and brings those private conversations to her YouTube channel. Why is she reaching out? You have to ask her, Janie. You definitely have to ask her. I don't know. Alright. I'll see you guys later. Have a wonderful night. I'll see you tomorrow.